Nerdbauchery, and welcome to another episode of the Doom of Daggerdale. This is the evil team. Hope you all are excited. If you remember last week, we left the party had just, well, not last week, excuse me, the last session with the evil team. They had murdered someone, escaped with the slowly murdered victim, and then they killed the witness and ate one of the witnesses, or the Baxi did. I'm going to go ahead. Just want to do a few quick shout outs. I want to thank, Wargaming Weekon. I want to thank, we got Monkey Paw Clothing Line that sent us a shirt, and actually the owner of Monkey Paw is in here. It's one of our players, Mace. Then we got Stat Trackers right here, which you all see me use now all the time. He's in here as well. No, he's not. He's in our other group. That's Alistair Bramblebee. Want to thank him for the stat trackers. Very useful. And all that information, of course, if you're interested in this stuff and buying anything in the merchandise, it'll be right there, hopefully in our chat, that you can go ahead and just click on it. I also want to thank, of course, the most important people are supporters, people like you that come and watch us, and want to thank all our subscribers, Patreon, all that good stuff. I am going to go ahead also and introduce myself. I am Tony, and let the people introduce themselves one by one. We will start with Raven.
Yo, my name is Raven, but actually my actual name is Jimmy Headtricks, because I am Durgar who has lived underground for most of my life, amidst the tunnels and the slimy, corridors and everything. But I'm up here now, and apparently killing an old man over and over again. So that's where I am. I'm a thief, by the way. I am a rogue. The 5th edition terminology is a rogue. That's the PC terminology.
All right. And now Eric.
Hey guys, so yes, I'm Eric. I'm playing Cutter. He's a wood elf barbarian. Not as big as a typical barbarian, but all the fury. He is the last remaining member of the Blood Tree clan, and he does not suffer fools lightly. If you were to ask the old man who haunted him at the beginning of the campaign, who is now...
He's gone, eliminated. You cut out there, Cutter, at the end.
Oof.
That was it. That was it. He had been
He's
killed.
Dead. All right. Young.
Hello, my name is Young. My character's name is Yuri. She is a ancient paladin, and you will get to see a lot of her fun and chaos today, and we'll just see what happens, because she loves to see all of the chaos in this group.
All right. And Mace.
Hi, Mace. I play Hatchet, and she is a Tabaxi rogue who does not mind being called a thief, because that's true to her name. But that's pretty much it. She's got an ear chewed off, and she's ready for adventure and throwing sass.
All right. And now Rich.
Hi everyone, I'm Rich. I'm playing Selenar, the wood elf cleric of the grave, who has time and time again drugged the party out of different sets of hot water for their own reasons. Sometimes to the detriment of themselves. They are on a personal mission, which they have not yet disclosed to the party what their goals and what their desires are, other than to make sure that they see these goals through.
All right. And just to let you know, we usually have another player named Josh, but he couldn't make it. He actually got a promotion at his job, so he might not be able to join us for the next session. But we have another player that's actually coming in to replace him. It's a cosplayer. She's going to be a tiefling monk. So the next evil session, you'll be meeting her. Her name is Victoria, and she dresses up in really crazy outfits. It's really awesome. She has fangs and everything, and the makeup and the horns. So
fangs, horns, makeup, everything.
You're going to be seeing really some. Yeah, you're going to be seeing some really cool stuff. really outdoes my dungeon master outfit that I bought from Spirit Shop. So that's that. And let me see. And we have another game, the Good Team. If you've been following us, you know they had an epic session last session. And they will be playing next Saturday on the 19th, and that will be at 7 p.m. Also, this whole map that you see, all this terrain, every piece is made from Dwarven Forge. They are an awesome company. Obviously, that's why I keep throwing money at them. Yeah, if you're interested and you like this kind of stuff, you know, it's much better than, to me, it's the best quality. I've seen a lot of terrain out there, and I mean, a lot of this stuff just, it falls apart, where it looks cheap. It's just, you know, it's just not good. So if you're interested in this kind of stuff, check them out. I mean, they just finished their last Kickstarter, The Wildlands, and that was awesome. It had swamps and forests and more mountains, more stuff like that. And this is a 5e adventure. I converted it over from 2nd edition as the Doom of Daggerdale. So we're going to go ahead and get started right now. When last we left, they had just murdered and multiply murdered the old man, Uncle Jesse. And they had decided to camp for the night because they were tired from escaping the town and everything else. They didn't escape. No one saw them, but you know, it got late. So they are pretty much at camp right now after the murder, and I'm gonna let them go ahead and take it.
Man, that was such a good murder. Don't you agree?
It wasn't murder. It wasn't a murder. I gave him the option to fight. He just wished to go out like a coward.
I'm still mostly not talking to the team because I was thrown into a lake, so not very happy.
You were
right
not
now.
thrown into a lake. You were gently carried into a lake. Stop being so dramatic.
Tomato,
That's true.
tomato.
Yeah, Tabaxi was throwing. I think what were you throwing from the trees? It was like chestnuts or something. You're throwing down at them.
Acorns.
Acorns. That's right. It was acorns.
Also,
Then they,
Tony, just so you know, there is no map on the stream right now. It's just the green brick background.
While we're talking technical, Selenar, you do have an extra larynx right now.
he says
got,
there's no
an
map, just a
echo.
green brick background.
Do I?
Yeah.
For sure, yes.
So put the
There's
battle
at
cam
least
on,
one.
please.
I think there's two.
All my settings are set properly. I do hear myself coming through somebody else's microphone, though.
So that might be on Tony's side, like the late echo, but there's also like an almost immediate echo coming from
Interesting.
like Optimus Prime or something.
Well, my mic is muted right now, so you shouldn't be hearing anything. I just unmuted it. So you shouldn't be hearing anything from my side if we're getting a little echo. Sorry about that stream, get a little echo there. Trying to figure out if somebody has their mic open or not.
It does kind of add an air of like, I don't know what, epicness or something to your voice, as long as you're speaking slowly and deliberately.
Okay. Well, Selenar is not one to speak quickly, so I doubt that would be a problem.
Exactly.
I do see every time I'm speaking that Cutter's mic is lighting up, though.
So I had muted myself to see if it was me, but you're still doing it. Let me go and mute myself again.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
One of the echoes is gone.
And I have no
It's
idea where
the-
the other one could be coming from because
Yeah,
none of my
the
I don't have
almost
like a
immediate one is
reverb
still
set up.
there.
Interesting.
I think it's a possibility it may have been me because sometimes with the headphones that I'm using, sometimes the sound comes through because I'm using my computer for the terrain, so it may have possibly been me. I turned off the sound on my
Entirely
computer,
possible.
so it should be fine now.
Gotcha. Well, let's roll on and keep going here.
Okay. Well,
Right.
if that's the case, Selenar will just have to speak a little more clearly. So, when we last left off the party, we had just finished killing the old man,
Uncle
and
Jesse.
we set up camp for the night.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Sorry, how far away are we from the scene of the murder?
You had gotten rid of the body. You had put it in like all different places. Remember, you used your
Right,
nature to like cover it up.
yes.
So you're not that far, but you know it's underground, so you should be good to go right now. Should be.
I've probably kept a piece of this dude, like his thigh, maybe, just to kind of warm it up over the fire, and dry out the meat, make some jerky or something.
Oh my God! You're gonna eat him too?
Well, I've already eaten the wolves; they're all gone. So
Oh, y'all are sick.
I'm gonna give a look of disgust over to Jimmy as I'm like watching him try to do this. As I'm a little disgusted at the barbaric way. However, I'm gonna try to suggest maybe there's a more elegant way to do this.
an more elegant way to make jerky out of this guy, other than just having it over the fire.
Well, let's see how good that jerky comes out then.
Yeah.
Give me a let's see. What do I want here? Give me a nature roll. See how good you are with cooking your person.
Nature, eh? I am not super good at that.
Yep, might come out tasting like crap. You have disgusting jerky that you're forced to eat.
I'm using some of my stone D20s for the first time right now.
Go for it.
So we have a 5.
All right.
Wow, I'm super good at this.
Yeah, well,
I'm confident in my abilities.
Your jerky as you're cooking it doesn't. Yeah, not the best smells coming out of that jerky right now.
Right. I chose the wrong cut of long pig.
Yeah, you chose the ass meat. Shouldn't have cooked the ass meat.
Yeah, it was too far up on the thigh. It was
too far up, man.
Wasn't great.
Got a little rectum in there. All right.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna keep this one. It smells too funky, and I'll bury it back down underground.
All right. So what else is everybody else doing?
Well, Selenar would be stripping off their armor and peeling out the padding and the leather and keeping that near the fire to dry it out from being in the
Yeah,
creek.
now I'm getting somebody's mic is open again. Somebody has.
Yeah, I'm getting it all over the place now.
Now it's gone. All right.
But Selenar will be drying their armor off near the fire and just posting back, keeping an eye on everyone, making sure that the perimeter of the area is sort of watching.
All right.
Very quiet, sitting to themselves. Primarily keeping their eye on Lucius because the mistrust between the Gray Elf and Selenar is been made apparent more than once.
All right. So you're keeping an eye on Lucius, and Josh isn't here tonight, so he's going to be kind of quiet, obviously. All right. Eric, what are you doing?
He's intimidated.
He's sitting against the wall, going through his spellbook.
What are you doing, Eric?
Cutter is going to climb up that tree near our campsite and find a comfortable place to, do his kind of elvish rest, as they don't sleep.
All
Just
right,
kind of quietly rest. Occasionally close my eyes. Occasionally keep watch.
All right. So you're hanging up in the tree.
Night.
All right. You're hanging up in the tree. Young, or Yuri, I should say. Yuri, what are you doing? Use your character names. Yuri, are you there?
We lost your sound, Yuri.
She might be muted. She might have muted herself too.
She's muted.
Sorry.
That's okay. No,
I'm
it's good to keep you muted so we don't have any sound echoing anyway. So that's fine. But yeah, Yuri, what are you gonna do?
I'm basically just going to take my armor off and I'm going to kind of just dry off and kind of just not talk. Once I strip off my armor and stay by the fire, I'm going to pray to my god.
All right. So you're praying, and Mace, Hatchet, what are you gonna do?
I think Hatchet's still probably gonna stay pretty far away from the rest of the team. Maybe use the fire to cook the acorns that she had, but for the most part, she's staying pretty silent.
So you're kind of like gonna get a little bit at a distance from the team.
I might as well.
Cutter will
I'm
come over
not,
and
but I might if I were new.
So we're gonna have
Cutter will come over and silently offer some wine to Hatchet, without obviously trying to engage in conversation.
All right.
Hatchet would take the wine.
All right.
Yeah.
So y'all
I will leave once she takes it, and I'll go back to the tree.
So Hatchet and Cutter are sitting right there. And you said you wanted to move away too from the party a little bit, Jimmy?
No. I was saying, if I were new, I would be doing what Hatchet was doing, but I'm not. So
All right.
I'm gonna state that I've just been cooking the jerky. It will end up that the jerky is no good, but that's gonna take hours.
All right. So Hatchet and Cutter are sitting back getting drunk. Nothing new. You've got Yuri is praying and doing her armor. And Selenar is watching Lucius. Lucius is quietly doing nothing because he's just hanging out there. And we got Jimmy who's just relaxing. All right, so everybody, is there anything y'all want to do?
One adjustment, Tony. As I said, I don't want to impose on the angry cat, so I'm going to go back up into the tree after she gets the wine.
Okay, I'm not going to move you right now. We'll just remember that you are up in the tree. So you are up in the tree hanging out right now. And she is down there. Hatchet is getting drunk, getting totally wasted. And you are doing about the same. All right, so again, it's just a typical day for your party. Oh, and that's right, Jimmy's eating nasty human beef jerky. So
I'm not eating it. I'm just preparing it. So
you changed your mind.
just preparing it.
All right.
For the others, you know.
So, at this point, are y'all going to go to sleep, or what are you doing?
I'll take first watch because I've got to stay up for the jerky.
Okay, you're staying up for the jerky. Is there anybody else staying up, or is everybody going to knock out?
I'll take second watch since I'm up in the tree.
Okay. Who else is up in the tree? I thought it was just Cutter is up there. Somebody else up there?
No, just me.
Okay, so you're going to take multiple watches. Okay. All right.
I'm going to take one watch after Jimmy.
Okay. So who's taking first watch, though?
I'm going to take the first watch,
Okay.
and then he's taking the second watch. I guess we could do one more watch.
All right. Get your full 8 hours, a long rest. All right.
So Selenar is taking the third one.
Selenar was muted. I said Selenar will take the third watch because they'll finish their long rest by then.
All right. So, Jimmy, what is your passive perception? Since you're taking first watch.
Let me see. Passive perception. Well, I'm gonna look at my perception score. It's 3, so 13.
You got really lucky. I rolled very, very bad. So, all right. So, as the night is beginning to pass, you're satisfied with the murder. You got your blood. The backseat smells much better. Hatchet doesn't stink and reek of entrails as much because she got her bath, but she's still pissed. Everybody else has fallen asleep. They're knocked out. And Cutter, I know that your passive perception is more than 9 as well. So during the night, you hear in the distance, well, not in the distance, but right coming from behind you, at the last moment, you notice, if I can find them, what did I do with them? I am missing something here. Hold on, we have a emergency situation here.
Okay, I just wanted to congratulate Mace on that epic can of beer.
Thank you.
Hey,
I
man.
got it at a bodega.
that is wicked.
That's the way you play D&D, man.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I mean, as a Canadian, we don't even have beer cans that big.
Oh, you gotta move south, man.
So you're sitting. Cutter is up in the tree. He's hanging out up in the tree, but from behind you, Jimmy, because luckily you noticed it, and at the last moment you hear when it goes to pounce at you. and you're
Oh, geez.
just able to dodge out of the way. And behind it, out of the darkness, comes 2 lions. Now everybody else is going to be surprised except Cutter
Damn,
and Jimmy.
lions. Yeah, so everybody else heard that because there was a big noise.
Mountain lions. It's mountain. And these things, they look ready, you know, their claws, you can see their yellow eyes glistening in the night. Now, luckily, you're a Durgar, so you can see just as well. But, you know, the claws, you can see the bits of grass is in their claws. These things are veterans, you know, they do not look young, but they are mountain lions. They look healthy, ready to attack. So is there anything that you or Cutter, because both y'all get initiative, so I'm going to roll in. Everybody else is going to be surprised the first round because they got woken up. God, I'm rolling terrible again. Oh my God. 9,
So
double nines.
You said they pounced at. Is this initiative? Sorry.
Yeah, you're going to roll initiative, and you're not surprised. You and Cutter aren't surprised because both y'all had the passive perception. I rolled crappy, rolled a 9 that you saw in roll 20. So both y'all roll a perception roll. I mean, not perception, obviously initiative. I'm sorry. Initiative.
Right. I'm going to use my tiger's eye to do that. And shorts. That is 5. My initiative is 5.
Wow, really? Okay.
For real.
All right. Well, I thought I would be after you because I only got a 9.
Yep. No. Well, they pounced. I will say I got a good reaction to their attack, but where like they still get another attack at me.
Yeah, you weren't able to, as they pounced at you, you got out the way just in time. But what happened is there was a tree right next to you, as you see in the thing, and your shoulder hit the tree, and it kind of stopped you for that second, that extra second that you would have had to get your weapon prepared. So you were kind of a little bit slow to the draw. All right, there we go. Sounds good. And what did you get, Cutter?
Dude, I only rolled a 6 total.
Oh my God. How is it like y'all? It's like, dude, I'm rolling like ass, but y'all roll even more ass.
Yeah,
It's like double.
and I was worried that people would think because we're rolling our own dice that people would think that we're cheating.
No,
but if we're cheating, we're definitely cheating for the wrong side. So
no, only Rich cheats. Rich,
yep, that's right. Yeah.
Rich, are you muted? I know he's going to talk trash. He ain't going to let me get away with that. I'll pay for that Sunday.
I left. Okay. Abraham doesn't have to survive till the end of my campaign.
All right. So the first person, they are near one of the mountain lions. Now, everybody jumps up. I'm going to let everybody be in their armor. I'm not going to be vicious and have y'all at AC 10. You know.
Selenar, did you mention specifically that you were taking your armor off?
Yes, Selenar is not in their armor when they sleep because they are wearing scale mail, and that shit is not comfortable to sleep in.
All right. So
are you willing to take the olive branch that's Tony is extending you to just have your armor on?
I wouldn't want to be accused of cheating or gaming the system, so no, I will have a base AC of 10.
Rich, you know.
And I mean, I'm just in leather, so like whatever.
All right, so
I'm gonna sleep in my leather.
I also have an elven wizard that I can use as a shield. So
yeah, just hold him up. He's unconscious, right? So
Rich got courage, and all right. So these lions. Let's see. The one is gonna stay on you, Jimmy. Now Cutter's still up in the tree, so he's gonna have to get down out of that tree.
Well, you know what? Mountain lions are really good at climbing.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you roll an acrobatics to get. I didn't make you roll an acrobatics to get in the tree because we are out of battle, Cutter. But to get out now that we're in battle, you're gonna have to roll acrobatics to see if you fall down and you're prone. But let's say, so the first line is gonna go after you. It approaches. Now these things, you see its claws. It looks at you. The one line, it instantly, its teeth go wide. Its nostrils flare, and the fur is matted with kind of like mud. So you can tell it's been in the river that's not too far from you. So they probably came up that way. It goes to make an attack here. Let's see. Pack tactics, pounce. I don't want to do any of that. We're just going to try to bite you right now. Normal roll. AC 12. What's your AC, Jimmy?
Ooh, my AC is 13.
Oh, so he just missed. All right, so the one lion that had tried to pounce you from the beginning because they're hunting together, it turns around, and since it had missed you, it landed on all fours, and it tries to do a backward swipe to catch you. But luckily, you are just able to pull your body out of position, and the swipe just kind of like one of its claws just catches a little bit on your armor, and you pull away, and it rips the stitching on a piece of your armor, one of the leather straps that holds you to your armor to you. All right. All right, and they did not get a second attack. The next lion, we're going to roll randomly 1 through 6 who it's going to attack. We will one is
It might
rich.
get advantage on a prone.
Yeah, that's why I want to be
Anyone that's
fair.
surprised, it's advantage.
I want to be fair about this. 1 is rich, 2 is cutter, 3 is raven. Well, no, can't attack cutter, he's in a tree. 1 is rich, 2 is raven, 3 is young, 4 is mace, and Jimmy already got attacked. So we'll roll a d4.
Wait, Raven and Jimmy are the same person.
All right, so 4. So unfortunately, this line is going after. Oh, yeah, I know you're the same. All right, so this one's going after mace, or hatchet, I should say. Let me see if I can get in here. Move this so it doesn't fall down. Destroy itself. All right, so this line is coming, turns around, and moves into position right here next to Hatchet, going to get an attack. Hatchet was away from the party a little bit because, she was still upset after being thrown in the river, having to bathe. After she had a fun time eating someone, she couldn't understand what was wrong. She was cleaning her claws. What's wrong with that? All right, so this one, it makes a running leap because it was coming 20, it was more than 20 feet away or within 20 feet. So it's running straight towards you. And what I need you to do, Hatchet, is roll a strength saving throw for me.
All right.
Let's see if this thing is able to knock you over. It's running at you. You see it because you were a distance away. It's in the air right now. And, okay.
Hold on, I can't see anything.
It's a 1. So,
Oh, good. Well, my strength's not that great anyway.
well, that's okay.
So 1 plus 0 is 1.
All right, so this lion, this mountain lion, you're kind of still aggravated, so you weren't exactly looking. You heard, everything. You jumped up awake, but you weren't able to turn perfectly in front. You're kind of turned to the side, and out of the corner of your eye, you see this leaping at you, and it hits you full force. The impact almost knocks you unconscious. You feel the wind knocked out of you as you hit the ground so hard. Your head slams against a rock, and you feel a little trickle of blood running out the back of your head and onto the grass. It becomes a little bit warm. You are knocked prone, and now it makes a bonus attack, or a bonus action, 1 bite attack. So let's see if it can bite you. And you'll be at disadvantage because you're prone. I only rolled a 6, so let's roll another one. And an 11. I probably missed both times. What's your AC?
Damn.
My AC is 14.
Oh my God. All right, well, so this lion was able to, jump on Hatchet. Hatchet is screaming, but she's pissed. Hatchet is pissed and drunk, and that helped. So as Hatchet is fighting off this lion, she literally punches the lion in the face. It goes to bite her in reaction, and Hatchet is able to quickly take one hand and hold the lion's jaw, the mountain lion, not a lion, a mountain lion's jaw away from her as it tries to snap its claws. She feels the spit running down her wrist, and they can smell the rancid breath of this lion and see its yellow, crusty teeth from years of eating and never having any type of dental, hygiene whatsoever. All right, so Hatchet is prone, and the lion's on top of her trying to bite. And now it is Cutter's turn. This Cutter gets.
And where am I in perspective to the battlefield here?
You are in the tree, so I would say, since we didn't
Which
put
tree is that?
I see a couple of trees, yeah. So
let's put you in. Did you see this tree where I'm pointing with my finger?
there's a bit of a delay, so I can't see yet. Is it the one over by Hatchet or over by the
Let me get the stick. This is why I bought the stick. Let me get the stick.
Oh, it's the only full tree there?
Well, I can put you in this tree. Let's just say you're in this tree right here. Because it doesn't have, we took the tree out, but just pretend there's still a whole tree here. For battle's sake, though, so you can see better,
Right.
That's why I kept
we
it
took it
down.
out. So you're
I
actually
think that
up
one makes
here.
the most sense anyways.
So you're up here in the tree, and you're in this tree right here. So if you wanted, you'd have to roll an acrobatics to get down. And since you're up elevation, it's going to take 2 movement points to get down with your acrobatics. So you'd have 4 spots left. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You could theoretically get to where the lion is if you wanted to attack it, the one that is attacking Jimmy Hedricks. You would be right here.
Is it unfathomable to assume that my bow is somewhere up in the tree with me?
No, that is not unfathomable. Do you want to just shoot down with advantage from the tree?
I will yell, "Beasts!" to notify anyone who might happen to still be sleeping, and I will fire at actually the one all the way across who's on top of Hatchet.
Okay, attacking Hatchet. All right, I'm not going to move your character right now. Because it would
I'll
just
stay
be,
there.
yeah, you know where you're at. You're in the tree. All right, so
Yeah, I
you are
will-
staying up in that tree, and you are firing down, which means you have advantage because of height. So go ahead and,
Okay, so advantage 16.
ooh, you definitely hit. Go ahead, roll me some damage, or did you?
Okay, damage coming. It's a D8 for longbow.
What is it? Yeah, it's D8 for longbow,
D8
D6
for
for short bow. Yeah, D6 for short bow.
Damage is coming.
6.
No,
Oh.
that's there it is. Yep, 6.
Yeah, 3 plus your extra damage for dexterity for, I guess, your. All right, so Cutter is up in the tree. You know, he's blissfully was watching everything. He had noticed the lions. He watched that lion run across from the riverbed, jump onto Hatchet, trying to bite her. Hatchet is fighting, screaming, but her scream sounding like, you know, she's fighting this thing off, trying to battle it. Cutter takes out his bow, retrieves an arrow from the quiver, notches it, looks around the battlefield, sees, you know, that, and lets one fly. The arrow deftly goes through the leaves. You see one of the leaves actually falls because it was such a perfect shot. It cuts it down silently as the leaves go to the ground. The arrow sails across the thing and slams into the side of the lion's paw. Right on the ground, the lion lifts up its head. Man, my lion sounds terrible.
It's a mountain lion too, so it's different. It's
I
like,
know, right? I sound like all right. Shut up, the improv. All right, so
I'm ready.
so
I'm ready to also jump out of the tree with movement.
all right,
jump
you're
out of the tree.
Oh, you're gonna try to jump. Roll
Yes.
me a still an acrobatics for that because you're jumping out of the top of a tree.
Because I want to jump out and then run towards the same one that I just shot.
All right. Well, you.
Team.
This is
All right,
amazing.
so you rolled. I'm trying to think. Stream, since she's jumping out of the tree, should I do it with disadvantage? I don't
How
know.
high up is he?
He's probably about 15, 20 feet, average tree
You can
height.
jump out of the tree without having to take any penalties at that height. An
All right.
intentional jump reduces the effective height of the fall by 10 feet.
Well, there you go. Thank you, Rich. Or thank you,
Rich.
Selenar.
I did
Thank
not
you,
know
Selenar.
that actually. That's good info.
An intentional jump reduces the fall distance by 10 feet.
Oh, well, that is cool. That is nice to know. All right, so no disadvantage. Thank you for that information. So you're able to jump
Since I
out of
just
the
helped
tree.
out the party, Tony, I put it in roll 20, but I'll say it as well. If somebody is prone, all melee attacks against them have advantage.
Well, she got hit anyway, didn't she?
So Hatchet got lucky as hell.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, see, Hatchet.
It was 1 or 2 turns later to remind you.
You bastard! You bastard! That's all right. It's all
well,
right.
actually, shouldn't she be dead now?
Hatchet's not going to be happy with you. All
I'm
right,
very happy because I could have reminded you in the moment.
that would have been the nice thing. All right. Anyway, So we are good to go, though. No problem, no problem. All jokes aside, Hatchet got a little lucky there. The lion wasn't paying attention.
They just move me
you're-
as far as I can towards Hatchet. As
All right,
well.
so you're running
I'm done.
towards Hatchet. Let's see if I can get you over there. Move your piece. You would jump out of this tree, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About there. Just remember, you're right here. You would need another move to reach Hatchet. Or another turn. All right. So, is that all you're going to do right now, Cutter? Hello? Did I lose sound?
No, I'm hearing you. Cutter, are you? Yeah, he's thumbing up. He's that's all he wants to do.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right, so it is now then Raven's turn.
Oh yes, because this thing has tried to attack me and failed.
Yes.
So what I'm going to do is disengage as a bonus action, because I can do that. I'm a second level thief, and I'm going to disengage and get on the way by the dude behind me. Who is that exactly?
Oh, that is the guy right next to you?
Yeah.
That's
Is that
Lucius.
Lucius?
Yep,
Okay.
Lucius.
On the way by, I'm gonna kick this guy because he's still on the ground, right?
No, well, they all jumped up at this point. I mean,
Okay, all right.
Yeah, they're up.
I'm good with him then. I'm gonna get behind this meat shield of a wizard, and shoot an arrow past him. I'm gonna stand. I'm pointing with my mouse on the Twitch stream, like you can see that. But it's the tree right beside the one that Cutter was in. The stump there.
Okay.
See that?
I know it's a.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get over there and shoot an arrow with my short bow.
By the taller stump.
Yep.
Yeah, the taller stump, basically, and shoot my short bow at this thing that attacked me, because I don't like it and I want it to die.
Yep.
And it looks tasty as well. But I only got 11 on 2 hits.
Ooh. Okay. Well, that does not hit.
No.
So you move. You definitely are maneuvering in the middle of the night. This is your natural environment. You're quickly going around people. None of this is a problem for you. You're almost enjoying this battle at this point. And you get into position. You go to notch out your arrow because thinking but I guess you were just a little bit overconfident, and you just didn't notch it as good and as tight and held it as well as you should have. And when you let it go, it kind of wobbles and it goes into the ground and doesn't even hit the lion. And you see a little tuft of dirt get kicked up.
Oh man, that was really close to its foot, but no way.
Yep. All
All
right.
right, next, that's all I'm gonna do.
All right. So now everybody else has to roll initiative. This is top of the next round, but now it's initiative round for everybody else. Don't forget to roll for Lucius. Rich is an 18.
That's Lucius.
Oh, that's Lucius? Okay.
Mm-hmm. I got a 14.
I got 20.
Ooh,
Nice.
very good.
Bud was at 18.
All right. So 20, 18, 40. Where'd you get? You got 18, Yuri? Yuri, you got 18?
Yep.
I will be
Okay.
right back, by the way.
Yep.
Okay. Cutter, what did you get, buddy? Oh, you had a 6. That's right. From 4. That's right. So I know where you're at. All right, so everybody's up. The lions are attacking. The party is scattered. Some people are without their armor. You've got Hatchet on the ground, but it is now Hatchet's turn, but she is prone. So you got to use a turn, I believe. What is it? One
Half
turn.
your movement.
Yep, half your movement to get up. So.
Okay, well, I will get up. And
Right.
then I will go ahead and I'll go at this line with my rapier.
Do
let me
it.
see.
Oh,
The
no.
D8 plus 3. Wow, that's not great. It's a 2. Oh, wait, I have to roll to attack.
Yeah, you got to roll an attack.
Sorry.
I was like, wait a minute. All right, perfect. Well, you
No, I'm
definitely
sorry. So
hit.
I did attack. I got an 18, but with the 2, it's 2 plus 3, so 5.
All right. So you are able, you get up and this lion's already hurting because it had damage to its paw from before. And now you're able to, you take your rapier out and you're staring at its paw and you twist around the battlefield. You see you're twirling around. You get on the side of the lion and you take your rapier and you try to jam it right into where its kidney would be on the side right in front of its forehead. The lion screams or roars and tries to swipe at you, but you hold your foot up and you're on one foot and all it gets is air. You pull your rapier out, shake the blood off as you're ready to go for another round, and then do 5 damage to that thing. All right.
Then can I use a bonus action, or since I'm prone, do I not?
While you're prone, you sit up.
Okay.
All right, so let's roll here. It is now Yuri's turn. You're muted, Yuri. I don't know if you're aware. Uh-oh. Is she there?
Hello?
Oh, there you go, Yuri.
Leave.
We thought we lost you.
Hello?
Yep, we can hear you.
Hello.
Okay, just making sure. So I'm assuming I'm nearby one of the mountain lions.
You can make it to either mountain lion. From your position, you could attack either one.
I'm gonna go for the nearest one then.
Okay, the one that's right next to, was next to Jimmy Headtricks. Now it's just basically next to you because he's behind Lucius.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Natural 20.
You roll. Oh, well, that's an automatic crit. So go ahead and roll your damage.
So it's gonna be 2d12, so it's an 8 and a 7, so that's 15. That's 17 actually. 17 damage total.
That's amazing. All right, so that you take a massive. What are you attacking with, by the way? So I can. It's a longsword.
That's my great axe.
All right, so Yuri comes over with the great axe. Walks over. Luckily, it was behind. This is why you got the crit. It was already looking at Raven as Raven was trying to get away. It couldn't get to Raven, and you are just able to take your axe and come over the top, and you literally hit this thing in the spine. It does a massive, you can see a little bit of bone chunk off, bits of blood and sinew and flesh and hair all begin to drip onto the nighttime grass. It gives off a sheen in the moonlight. It doesn't look red because it's dark, but it has this lovely sheen that almost looks like reflective water of the blood in the nighttime moon. The lion screams, but it's still up, but it's now walking in a staggered way. And you said you did 17, so that's a massive hit. Okay, so... But it is still up, moving around. And it is now Lucius's turn. Unless there's something else you wanted to do. Wait, was there anything else you wanted to do, Yuri? I guess not. She must be muted again.
Just that.
You're done? Okay. All right.
Lucas is not in melee with the one lion, correct?
What'd you say?
They're not in melee with the one lion, correct?
Who's not?
Lucius.
No, he is not.
All right. He's going to sort of point his hand at them, and he's going to cast Frostbite.
All right, so he rolled a
So
20.
that is a 23 to hit.
Yep, I see it right on roll 20. So he rolled a 23, so that definitely hits.
Oh, you have to roll. You have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, hold on. Con save, lion. Doop, 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 doop. Let's see what I got. No, I did
3.
not save. 3
So
does
he
not
takes
work.
9 cold damage, and its next attack before the end of its next turn has disadvantage.
And you were attacking the one that was right near Yuri, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, it's down, so go ahead and describe it if you want, or do you want me to do it?
You go for it.
All right, so you see all of a sudden Lucius, he looks at the water in the river that you can see on the stream, and he holds his hands, and you begin to see ice crystals coming out of the water and coming to his hand, and it gets bigger and bigger. This huge white mist that's just swirling. It looks like a literal blizzard is in his hand. Then it forms into a hard chunk of ice and swirls and pushes it towards the lion. It goes right into the lion's face. You see part of the lion's face freeze up for a moment. It tries to make a sound, but as it makes its sound, its jaw cracks off from the cold. You see the tongue loll out as the lion's blood and the warm part of the blood begin to melt the ice that had formed around his chin and bone, and those begin to slop off in little icy pieces and hit the ground in wet chunks. And then the lion, in its last moment, and just falls to the side as the brain oozes out from one eyeball that had cracked as well.
Wow, that's great.
Nice.
Jeez.
All right, so it is now.
Is it dead?
Yeah, it's dead.
It
No,
needs
it's
to make
still
a
at full
savings
health.
throw first.
When the brain comes out, that's all she wrote, man. It's not much after that. All right, so now it is Selenar's turn.
Eleanor takes the one scimitar that they have at hand, and as they rush towards the other mountain lion, they grab the other one off of their waist. They look to Hatchet.
Yeah, you can make it to the other lion.
Are they family of yours?
Couldn't hear that. I'm sorry.
The Hatchet, Selenar looks at her and is like, are they family of yours? Friends,
Watch-
perhaps.
While she's being attacked.
Yeah.
No family of mine.
All I needed to know, and I'm going to attack twice.
All right. Get that
So
lion.
with the first scimitar attack, that is a 17. If I can flank, that's a 19. Or if it's, can I flank or no?
You could flank because you're able to get behind the lion. Or you
All right,
could.
so then
It
that
doesn't
would be-
matter.
that would be a
17
to hit.
17 hits, so you definitely hit it.
The first one takes the first strike does 6 damage.
All right. And what's the next one?
And the second strike is a 20 to hit, not natural. And it takes 5 damage. So it's going to take 11 damage total as Selenar just starts slicing into its side.
All right. It's still up. You want to describe it, but it's not dead. It's not dead. Are you going to describe it? You want me?
They just step up and they pretty much come down from the left-hand side with one scimitar to the right with the other, sort of just flaying open the side of the meat near its ribs.
All right. So you have
Trying to draw attention away from Hatchet.
meaty pieces are hanging out, like you hit down to the pink meat. All right. So now it is the lion's turn. This lion is hurt. It's got a piece of its meat is just hanging out. It's kind of like lolling. You could see the fur is flapping as it's trying to attack, but it turns back to Hatchet. It's still wanting a piece of her. So there it goes. It goes with a bite on Hatchet. Man, I am rolling terrible. I rolled a 7. Jeez. Okay, well, I know that does not hit Hatchet.
I mean, everyone's rolling terribly.
Yeah, I'm rolling like ass. Hatchet. What did you say? I'm sorry. What did you say, Hatchet?
I said not me. I'm rolling pretty good.
Yeah, lucky y'all are rolling great. This is how it was like another game I had where I was rolling wonderful and like the whole team was rolling crappy. So it happens, I guess. All right, so this lion, it's still hurting. It tried to bite Hatchet. For whatever reason, Hatchet is just, I mean, she is matrixing this lion and just every mixed way. You see the tail, she's using her tail to distract it. It goes snapping at her tail as she's hanging in the air. She's moving this way, she's diving, and then as the lion tries to go bite her this time, you literally see her jump and do a cartwheel with her feline acrobatics and land on the other side of the lion on all fours in the hero land where one leg is down. One knee, the hero landing, like in Deadpool. Very bad for the back. Totally impractical. All right, so that one missed her, but you're not really behind, just for narrative quality there. All right, so that lion and the other lion's gone. So it is now Jimmy Headtrix's turn.
Right. Sorry, which one is dead? I'm missing key pieces of information because
It's
I keep
okay.
cheating.
The one near Hatchet is still alive. The other one is dead. I haven't taken him off the board
Right.
because it's in a weird position for us to get to right now.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna stay where I am right now and take a. You know what? I'm gonna go behind this tree and hide from these things as a bonus action.
Okay, so you're gonna try to hide. Go ahead and roll me a stealth.
Yeah.
Gonna be with disadvantage because they're fighting and they're not far from you.
Yeah, that's true. I'll roll with disadvantage. Oh, that is a 13 plus 4 is 18.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Yeah.
If that's your disadvantage, roll, you're good.
Yeah, the other one was 19.
Well, let me do I'll do a contested perception here.
Yeah, it's contested.
Let me just contest it. Ah, you win. I rolled a 1 plus 3, 4.
Okay,
Dude,
so
how am
now
I
that-
rolling so low?
Now that I'm hidden behind this tree, a shot from my short bow would be with advantage.
Yes. So go for it.
I'm going to shoot with my short bow then.
And wouldn't you get sneak attack then? Now that you're hiding.
Yep, absolutely. Oh yeah, and sneak attack should have happened last time if I hit. Oh no, it wouldn't have because they weren't. That tiger wasn't in combat with anybody, right? It wasn't in melee with anybody. Okay, so that is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Does not hit.
No, it does not, unfortunately. Very close, very close. So
The other one was a 4.
so you see the Dugar, Jimmy Headtrix, this is his element. So he's able to literally, he's there and then he's not, and he's seamlessly. It's almost like he's in one moment you see part of his face is in the light, and then he steps back and it's nothing but the eyes, and then that's gone, and he's just disappeared. And then out of the darkness, an arrow comes streaking. But unfortunately, it was off the mark. It took all his concentration trying to do that perfect hide so nothing would see him in the middle of the battle. And it just goes right by and knocks into the stumpy tree right by Hatchet. And, it just makes a dong sound and boom, and does that.
Yeah.
And it's stuck there. All right. So now, I believe it's the top of the round again.
Perfect. And that's my whole turn.
You left out everybody's favorite Wood Elf Barbarian.
Yeah, I just realized, Cutter, it's your turn now. Yeah, because you actually were supposed to go before him, but it's all good. Because it's just the way we had it from before. So go ahead, Cutter. It's your turn. I just side you right
All
now.
right. As I'm sprinting towards the mountain lion, I will rage. I will yell, "Ah!" and I will try and do a reckless attack, which is, of course, puts me at disadvantage on defense.
Are you
And I will
still
try and strangle it.
Are you still drunk?
Drink. I gave her the drink.
No, say are you still drunk like your character?
Oh, me personally, I'm drunk. Yeah.
No, I was talking about Cutter.
No, he's not drunk.
Cutter's not drunk.
He's not. He's never drunk.
Okay.
So I will do a reckless attack with rage and try and strangle it.
Okay, go for it.
Right. So, 2 attempts. It's a strength attack. Sling +4.
And I think I have a contested strength attack or something like that, so I have to contest it. So let's see if you actually
18.
able.
22 for my said.
All right, let me just contest it with my own strength. Pretty sure I'm not going to beat that. You trying to strangle a lion? No,
Oh,
I
yeah.
did not. Oh my god, you're going to strangle a lion? Okay, well,
Yes.
so
It
this is
only takes 5 hit points of damage.
all right. Do you want to describe your strangulation, or do you want me to? It's not dead, but
So I run low to the ground, and the last second I leap in the air, just pounce on it, and I'll probably try and get some kind of
wait.
stranglehold behind.
wait, Cutter,
Yes,
it is
go ahead.
dead. It is dead. So go ahead, describe.
Really?
You did kill it. Because yep,
Nice.
only had
Okay,
4 left.
So I will jump on it, and then that way, maybe because it's so weak, it will roll onto its back. I will be straddling it, but putting my weight on it, digging into its neck, yelling, foaming at the mouth. It takes a while until I stop choking. When I realize that it's dead, maybe somebody will stop me.
So you're just holding like this dead lion, and you have like blood is starting to come up from underneath your fingernails because you're digging so deep into its neck, and you actually can feel the grit underneath your fingernails. Is that how bad it is? You're strangling it like that, like. Ah. All right. Well, the lion. Never seen this before, folks. A human being strangling a lion, but it happens in the world of Dungeons and Dragons. So you strangled the mountain lion, and that's it. So now you have it just flops to the ground. You know, its pieces of the meat are still hanging out from the other attacks from, you know, when Jimmy Hendrix came and sliced at it, you know, and of course Hatchet is still dodging, and she just quickly, you know. But now it's up to y'all. You're free. The lions are down. I'm gonna go take them off the board, and y'all can take away and decide what you want to do from here while I'm getting this off the board.
Also, a side note, I can't hear Cutter's mic at all. I know that he was talking to you and you guys could hear him, but I can't hear Cutter.
That is weird. You can't hear Cutter?
Mace,
I can
if you
hear everybody
right-click on it, if you right-click on his image in Discord, there should be an option to adjust his audio slider.
Already checked that. His audio is all the way up.
I hate this.
Is there
That's so weird.
are there any options to individually mute people? Like if I clicked on
Yes.
like
If you right-click
Yuri or
on their name,
something,
it'll
like
give
I
you an
could...
option to mute or unmute.
So maybe that's a thing?
Oh,
Either on
chicken.
Cutter's side or Hatchet's side?
Freaking chat made me do it.
Maybe, but when he just came back on, I could hear him, and earlier during the action, I couldn't. So I don't know if like something changed then, but as long as it's resolved, no sweat.
Can you hear me now? How about now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Cool.
So I mean, that's just internet weirdness, maybe.
Also,
I
as a
basically-
side
The
note,
Side note, yeah.
as a side note, I'm like laughing my butt off with this chat because they went from talking about chicken wings to breeding with chickens, and I don't know what to say anymore.
Chat is talking about chicken. Here, let me look at the chat. I like chicken.
No, we're not. No, no, we're not. Don't look at the chat. Let's just continue our game.
All right. So y'all do. Well, y'all go ahead and what do you want to do at this?
Spicy.
What do you want to do at this point, guys? You had this was an interrupting of your first rest period. So I assume y'all, do you want to do anything, or do you want to just go straight back to sleep? It's up to y'all.
Is there anything I was going to ask if there's anything with my survival skill to know whether or not they'd be alone, like if they're always only in pairs, or anything I could see in ages or something like that.
Go ahead and roll survival for me, Cutter.
While he's rolling that, just so you know,
Mhm.
if a combat interrupts a long rest, anyone that was involved in the combat starts the long rest over.
Yay.
14.
All right, you go by the river a little bit because you're right near it, and you see some paw prints. And you get down, you take a look, you smear around the mud, you bring it to your nose, you take a smell, even kind of taste it to see what you know. A real Bear Grylls theory going on. And you just see just those tracks. It doesn't look like there's anything or any other mountain lions around. It looks like these were just two males that were probably working together to get prey.
Okay, cool. I guess toss them aside and go back to sleep, and then maybe the Durgar wants to do something with the bodies.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I was I was gonna ask you, Cutter, after you're done licking the bodies, would you like some mountain lion steak?
Indeed, I would. Thank you.
Good. Let me just butcher these up a little bit. Because mountain lions aren't huge, right? So I think our whole party could eat these two mountain lions all at once.
Oh, easily. Well,
I don't know
no,
about that. That's a hell
how
of a
many
lot
people
of
is there?
meat.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people, and each mountain lion probably weighs somewhere in the 80 to 120 pound range.
Yeah, but most of that's like guts and brains and stuff like that. Stuff that we extracted already. So, anyways, I'll make some mountain lion ribs for us in the next let's say 2 hours. Actually, no, I'm gonna package it up for the morning, and then I'll make it in the morning.
I'm gonna take a page out of the Cutter Handbook and actually, I'm gonna look at everyone. I'm gonna say very sternly, "Do not knock me out of the tree this time." And then I'm gonna go up a tree, and that's where I'm gonna nap. I'm just gonna hang out there. I don't smell anymore. I'm gonna yell at them. So there's no reason why you should shake me down. And I'm gonna get some acorns in my pocket at the ready just in case. But I'm just gonna chill in a tree in case anybody comes.
All right. Well, don't piss off the Tabaxi, or she'll eat you.
Yeah, no, I think she deserves a little bit of a rest.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, so I'm done my watch, and I'm going to go to sleep now.
All right. Let me just roll something real quick. Doo-doo. All right, so that watch goes by. Everything is fine. You're enjoying the night. You hear the crickets, blah, blah, and the wind blows. It is a beautiful night. All right, next watch. Who's up?
I can watch from the trees. I also am now
Cutter
still
was the
suspicious.
next one.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No worries.
It'd be me then, and then Mace, I suppose. Or
Okay.
then.
Hatchet.
Okay. All right, so we're going to do Cutter and then Hatchet for the next rest, okay? Nothing happens. It's a beautiful night. It's warm. It's, the trees, the grass smells good other than the bloody lion. Little bits of that you still smell. But other than that, it's pretty good. All right, now Hatchet's up. Last one. All right, it's a beautiful night. Nothing really happens. Just looking around. Everything is good. All right, everyone wakes up refreshed. You got all your spell slots back. If you had spells, that's for Lucius. You got everything. You're good to go. If you had any exhaustion ratings, all that's gone. Long rest complete. So it's up to y'all. It's morning time. I'll let y'all get into it, and you can decide what you want to do.
As I wake up, probably one of the first people to wake up, and start the a low fire and start cooking the ribs low on those. They're going to be a fast cook. They're not like barbecue ribs that take at least 8 hours, but they're going to be tasty anyways.
All right, so Jimmy, you're doing that. What are you doing, Cutter? You're muted,
Sorry.
Cutter.
So it's the next morning. I guess I will just calmly sit by the fire and let the meat be prepared.
All right. Hatchet, what are you doing right now? Waking up
I'm
in the
still gonna
morning.
hang out in the tree. I'm awake and I'm watching them, and I'm gaining some trust in them as my evil companions. Because though I am new here, They didn't knock me out of a tree a second time. So maybe I just got hazed in. I don't know.
Trusting your evil
Yeah.
companions. I don't think that's going to turn out good.
I mean, they
Be
haven't-
fine.
It's all we know. We're not judging each other based on our evilness.
honor among thieves.
But that's true. Then again, you are a person that just cannibalized somebody. So if anybody should be afraid, they should be afraid of you.
That
Absolutely.
person wasn't a thief.
And I helped.
That's true. That's true. All right, Yuri.
I called her in.
That's true. And you made her die a horrible, painful death. Yuri, what are you doing?
I am gonna slowly wake up, and I'm just gonna calmly just sit by the fire as he's making the meat, and I'm gonna slightly question myself as to how I got into this, because in her mind she's like, in her mind she's like, well, I've helped a bunch of people kill someone for my own benefit, and now we just killed a whole bunch of animals again.
You're killing everything. You're in the evil party. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Things die. All right, so Lucius, we know he's just hanging out, studying his spell book because he's not here today. And then Selenar, what are you doing, buddy?
He tries to harvest some parts from the mountain lions overnight.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a nature check. You're harvesting parts. See how many you get if you get some parts. Ooh. Okay. You really don't get much. You know, it looks like, you try to cut and maybe your knife is a little bit dull or whatever, but you don't get the pieces of meat you were really looking for with that. Kind of just like basic little strands and pieces, but you don't get anything that,
I'll just take a couple of the claws and the teeth from the mountain lions then.
Okay, so you just pull those out. Okay, so you get a few claws, a few teeth, we'll say you got two claws and two teeth there. So there. All right, and Jimmy, you already know what you're doing. So y'all can RP here, or you can let me know what you want to do. Your decision.
Is it okay if we take a small break? I just have to. This huge beer can has made me need to go to the bathroom.
Well, I'm sure it's also empty too, so we'll all need to refill our drinks.
Okay,
Right.
Sounds good, guys. Let's take a quick
This
5-minute
is a short
break.
break, though.
Yeah, 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Cool.
We shall return shortly.
Okay, I'll just sit here and hang out with the stream.
Yeah, chat
What
with
is going on, stream? Hey guys, just to let you know, we also offer the same type of games virtually, private games. So if you want to play with us, something like this, and you're interested, just reach out to us, and you can go ahead and hire us, and we'll go ahead and run you through a game just like this. We also do virtual tabletop. Rich runs those games. I do then the stream. So if you like virtual tabletop, maybe some people don't like terrain. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. If you prefer just virtual tabletop, Rich reach out to us and he'll be your DM. But if you want the Dwarven Forge stuff, it would be me DMing you. So yeah, and if you can go ahead and subscribe to us if you have that ability. I know times are ridiculously hard right now, so asking for $5 is a lot. But if you can, and if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription anyway, once per month to any Twitch that you choose, and you also get to see me dance. I think I actually owe a dance today, so later on in the thing, the stream can go ahead and pick out the song, an 80s or 90s song. Songs. I want someone to put some Snoop in there. Come on, man. Snoop Dogg or Ice Cube? No? All right. But anyway, any subscriptions we get, we go ahead and one subscription tonight, and I will dance. And I already owe a dance from last one, so there'd be 2 dances that you get to see me dance and sing and embarrass myself, because I actually karaoke to any song that the chat picks. Dance and karaoke sing 80s. We recently started some Baldur's Gate streams, but we weren't able to play this week because we had a few issues. One was the patch, and then we didn't have a player for the multiplayer, but we're going to be doing that as well. We also are on Patreon if you want to follow us on there. our social media. We run live streams like this. If you're new to our channel, we run a game like this every week where we use Dwarven Forge. And then on Sundays, we use Virtual Tabletop for Curse of Strahd. And Rich is the DM, and then I'm a player. So, do you have any questions, anybody? I can't really think of what else I could tell you without sounding like a long infomercial. Every time I start getting into this, I feel like I'm selling y'all, and I feel terrible about that. But I'm trying to get all that information to everybody. Oh, that's true. That's very good. I started playing. Actually, my very first game was on first edition with a friend of mine named, I don't even know him anymore, but his name was Dominic Bruno. I'll never forget this guy. And then I was my good friend Joey Allen, and we started out playing in his backyard on his picnic table. And that was actually first edition, just regular AD&D. And not too long after that, though, in '89, second edition came out. And that's when I really, really started like sinking hard into like that edition. Second edition is probably my favorite. I like all editions of D&D. The edition does not make the game. Just like this, look, I love this terrain, Dwarven Forge. But the most important thing to have in Dungeons & Dragons is an amazing terrain. It isn't having all the books. It isn't knowing all the rules. It's having a good group and having a good time. And that sounds cliche, but man, I'm telling you, if you have a crappy group, I don't care how good your terrain is, you're not going to have a good time. But yeah, going back, then I started, like everybody else, you don't always get to play. I'd go on and off playing second edition, also PC Dungeons and Dragons games like Baldur's Gate. Then moved up to 3.5. I played a little bit of that. And then right around in 2018, I'd say, like after my car accident, I was trying to look for something I could do. And someone suggests, like, look, why don't you just, start playing Dungeons and Dragons, professionally, or try to be a professional dungeon master. So originally, I was going around, doing that, looking for people to shop this to. And then it turned out because of COVID, we were like, well, rather than go around and build things at hobby shops, which my builds were not that great because I had to do it so quick, we were like, let's just do a Twitch performance. And so it was original. Who was it that suggested? I can't. I know it. Lonnie. Funny, my stepson was the one that suggested I get back into Dungeons and Dragons because he's like, oh, you
like originally.
Yeah, because he's like, because I told him I'd play it. He's like, well, I've never seen you play it. I was like,
do the stuff that you love, man.
Yeah,
just do it.
So I decided, okay, let me go ahead and start playing again because I really enjoy it anyway. And and because of COVID, we decided to do it in the house because everywhere was shutting down. It turned out to be a much better idea than doing it at hobby shops. Because first of all, it was ridiculous me I couldn't do this setup at a hobby shop. I mean, come on. There's
you
no
spend
way.
like all day building.
It would take more than all day. I'm not like Nate. Nate can build like freaking. I mean, he just like looks at the board like, okay, it looks amazing. Like it's in like 2 hours.
Who's Nate?
He is the creative. I think he's the creative director at Dwarven Forge.
Right.
And basically, what he does is him and Mace. They do a lot of the streams, but he always is building, man, on Wednesdays, and it always trips me out. Like every time, like I'm like, okay, he's just going to build something.
He's got that kind of Lego mind.
Well, yeah, it amazes me how fast he's able to do an organic build. Like something that looks natural and not like blocky. It does it in 2 hours with a pile of pieces. Whereas me, I have to pre-plan, I think about it, I come back, I change things. I have to be perfect and put every little spot on. So it's totally different. I can't do it that fast.
Well, what I do is I've got a dry erase mat, and I have several colors of dry erase markers, and that is the extent of my environment building.
Yeah, well, there's nothing wrong with that, man. I didn't always have this Dwarven Forge stuff. And like I said, it's the most important thing is having a good time. So
yeah, for sure.
This terrain,
and I love this Dwarven Forge stuff.
Oh yeah,
but
of course. I mean,
like
it's awesome.
Personally, I can't afford it. I'm just gonna be honest. It's like
I
this
can't
is
either.
like this is like top tier, and that's why when you invited me to this thing, I was like, yes, I will absolutely do this, because we have to gather around you like fireflies at a lamplight.
Thanks, man. Well, I'm going into debt myself, so don't feel bad. But it's worth it because I'm gonna pass this stuff on to my son, and hopefully he'll want to play D&D when he gets older, and then
Yeah.
one day he'll be like, "Whoa, oh my God, that's the one game." I tell you, I would love to play games with a lot of cool people in the industry. But truthfully, the game I dream of playing the most is just I want to give my son a game because I want when I'm
Yeah.
gone, I want him to remember that moment that he played with his dad. Like I remember my dad. Oh man, we played Dungeons and Dragons together. It was amazing. He'd run me and my friends.
Yeah.
I want him to say that after I'm gone. That would be awesome.
Yeah, my son's 18 and he's gone through a Dungeons and Dragons phase, but I never played with him personally. He's playing with his dad, right? It's different from playing with your friends. So I never actually got to play a game with him. Oh well. But he knows I love it. He's totally supportive of me doing all this shit.
I want to bring one day Luke and stuff to the conventions, because I'm doing GaryCon in March, and I also did Dreamation.
Yes, GaryCon, that's awesome.
Yep. And then I set up 6 events at GaryCon would be running, plus a virtual DMing question and answer. And then I already did Dreamation last year, right before COVID kicked in. And that was actually my first convention. It was really cool. So yeah, a lot of things are going on with us here. And I think the original question that Mace said was, tell him how you started playing D&D. Of course, you can see I just run my mouth, man. I just went off into all other tangents as well. Hopefully, Mace, did that answer some of your questions? I started playing
Yeah,
D&D.
it's great. I like getting to know DMs and people in general because I feel like there's always an interesting history with D&D. So it was great. Good job.
Yeah.
You were not selling anything either until the end.
Right until the end.
It's hard. I'm trying not to sell it, man. I'm trying not to be a salesman here. All right, so everybody's back now. Let's go ahead and get rocking. Y'all can pick up. You're in the forest. You've woken up. Everybody's refreshed. You all can RP, or you can tell me that you want to go do something else.
Let's go see the mayor.
Constable.
Okay. Constable, okay.
I believe that the constable
the
has some
police's
information
mayor.
that we might find interesting.
Right. I'm gonna if nobody has mauled the legs at all of these things, I'm going to wrap them up and pack them up and take 8 legs of mountain lion with me.
All right. You pick up. You're trying to get 8 legs of mountain lion.
Yeah, that's right.
Just gonna hack them off. You're not gonna try to go for a specialty cut. Just hack them off.
I'll try and hack them off right at the cartilage.
All right. So
and try and separate where you might cut a turkey leg off.
All right, so you don't need to roll if you're just going for a hack. You're not trying to get the heart out or anything. All right, so you're just hacking away.
Just the limbs, yeah.
All right, so you got some limbs. They're pretty heavy, but you got some limbs. You're going to be walking around pretty smelly with rotted
How heavy are
lion meat.
they? And when I'm putting them into my inventory.
We'd have to say at least each limb would be at least 10 pounds. At least that's 80 pounds.
10 pounds?
You got the bone. You got the bone. Each limb would be about 10 pounds. So you'd say about 80 pounds, I'd guess. Because you got 4. You said you got 4 limbs off each lion. So that's 8 in total. So that's 80 freaking pounds of lion bone and meat. And probably it's more than that. We're just taking a guess. All right.
Okay.
So,
I'm still within my weight limit.
all right. So you're gonna have fun RPing your rotted lion meat.
It's not rotted. It's not rotted. Not yet.
All right. So Jimmy's walking around with smelly lion meat.
Yeah, it's wrapped though. It's wrapped and it's in my pack. Just so you know, it's not too smelly.
Does anybody, Cutter? Do you want to do anything, or are you ready to go?
Oh, he's ready to go.
Cutter,
He's ready to go talk to the constable and get some work. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm ready to get some work and talk to the constable, kind of move this forward. We've taken care of some personal business, and now it's time to forward the main story.
All right. So is it a
in case there's any new viewers, should we just give a little brief overview of the constable?
Yes, the constable Tren basically works for the Zentarum. That's a known thing. They run this town. They basically took it over years ago. Many of the citizens are actually okay with it, simply because, with the Zentarum in place, there's some sense of stability, even though Tren is a complete scumbag, completely corrupt, evil to the core. But again, taxes
Our
are
kind of
paid.
people.
Yeah, they're kind of people. Corrupt, evil, self-serving. So yeah, Tren is the one that runs the town kind of like with an iron fist, but at the same point keeps the trade running. And that's all the Zentarum care about. They don't care what goes on here. As long as that money keeps flowing, this is out in the Dagger Dale, which is pretty much the heartland of Faerun. So all they really much care about is, the food keeps coming, crops, and the tax keeps running. So that's it,
Right.
and that's pretty much it. Consul Tren, just your typical jerk running the town, pompous asshole, and he had requested seeing them after they had killed a night dwarf out there in the woods. They had heard about it, and then they also, I think, killed one in the street as well, if I'm not mistaken. And so Constable Tren sent his lackeys, which was Marikat the Orc Messenger, and then Trem Nulfair, and I can't remember the other guy's name without looking at it right now. And he sent them, and they agreed to go see the constable, but first, of course, they went and committed their murder. So that's where we are if they're going to see Constable Tren. So I take it as a group consensus, that's what everybody's doing?
Yeah, I would love to do that. And on the way, I'm going to suggest that if this guy is willing to pay, we should probably do any jobs that he wants, really, as long as it's not too demeaning. He seems like folk like us.
But real quick, is that what everybody wants to do? Go to see the constable? Any objections? Okay, no objections. While y'all RP, I'll go put him in the constable.
Cool. So do you guys think this guy's got any more work?
Oh, I'm quite sure there will be plenty of
Go
work
ahead.
for someone such as him.
Seems like someone we should take our jobs from right now. We don't have any other options, do we?
He has problems, and problems mean he needs work to be done, which means we can get
always
gold.
an option.
What did you say, Yuri? Did you say something, Yuri?
Different towns, but there are a few things we might have to do here. Sorry, can you hear me?
I couldn't hear you exactly. We were talking about options, and if there were more options than Trin, which I don't think there are right now.
My phone is being really funny today because it's overheating at the moment.
It's overheating. Ouch.
I mean,
Do you have any suggestions other than Trin?
I mean, we could go on to the next town. I mean, we could go on to the next town, but it feels
next
like
town.
there's some things here that we need.
Yeah. No, I think we're kind of stuck here for now. There's a whole setup on the table.
looking at the rest of you. Well, to say the least, it would be greatly appreciated if you stayed long enough for us to figure this out. Considering, as things stand, my sister is laying on her deathbed.
Yeah. Well, I agree. I think we should figure this out. This is going to be bad for us if it gets beyond this town.
I told her all she has to do is wear a mask and avoid people for about 2 weeks and she would be fine, but no.
No. And here we are. How many days later?
I don't want to think about it.
We should seek out the High Priest Fauci.
Sorry, no politics. I got burned for politics last time.
That's not
do it.
politics.
Let's not
That's
actually
science.
do it. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah,
We're about to put
As I
you
said in
into...
chat, completely unrelated, one of the Zodiac Killer ciphers was just deciphered and posted.
Really?
What?
The 340 cipher has finally been cracked. It was cracked about an hour and a half ago.
All right, we'll have to worry about that
Is this
later.
an ARG? Like, I feel like the entire world is an ARG right now.
Right?
All right, can you put it on the battle cam? All right, so we're about to have you in the constable here. He's just putting you up. Hello? Have I lost
Yeah.
sound?
Hello,
Oh, okay,
hello.
okay.
Can
Never
hear
mind,
you.
sure. Okay.
Yuri, I just want to like that bag is wicked. That is a cool bag. I love that with the thatch and everything.
And a gift.
All right, so you are now, you arrive, we're going to do it where your arrival. You arrive, you are escorted into the constable's tower and up to one of the upper floors where the walls are hung with bright tapestries and the floor is littered with dirty dishes, or dirty rushes, excuse me. Constable Trent, a tall blonde man right here. Or I should use the thing. Constable Trent, a tall blonde man with gray eyes and a powerful build, is sitting at a heavy oaken table, listlessly toying with some papers. He rises and tightly smiles when you enter. Do you know what I love about being constable here? He looks over you. He's not really so much asking you a question. He's speaking rhetorically, and he turns his back.
Yeah.
I can do whatever the hell I want to do. No one really cares about these pig fuckers out here, as long as the money keeps flowing, and the taxes keep getting paid, and the food keeps getting put on Zentarim's table. In fact, I don't even think they care that I'm here. The only thing that concerns me is that something would happen to take all my power away and ruin it for me. And then he looks back at you, and now these fucking night dwarves are making it happen! You are mercenaries, yes?
Yes.
Sorry.
I have work for you here if you will take it. That rebellious dog Randomorn has some sorcerer working for him, killing innocent women and children with some foul disease. He's trying to... Well, he hesitates, then kind of continues. Well, really, the politics are surely beyond you, but it's worth 20 gold pieces to each of you if you go to Eagle's Isle and see if these damn night dwarves are coming from that old dwarven outpost. Maybe there is a curse, like the people are saying. I just want these damn pig fuckers to shut up and stop whining and do their jobs. In fact, did you know there was a murder last night? A murder? And they expect me to do something about it. Now, normally I wouldn't care, but being that the tavern and the inn is a place that makes a lot of money for this town, I'm obligated to do so. But anyway, though, this is the kind of things I have to concern myself with all the time.
We can probably take that job off your hands.
Oh, no. Not to worry. One of the guards is a relative, I believe, of this, the poor sap that disappeared. And then, of course, the innkeeper, I believe, that was his aunt, or something like that. Or who really cares, to be honest? I don't. But they have paid a significant amount of money, and to have a Zentarim diviner come in And they should be able to determine what happened in that area by literally being able to, see back through time or whatever the hell they do. At any rate, I just want those to stop rioting, and I'm not going to risk my men checking out Ego's Isle. So, and if you know any of Randall's men, and you see any of them, there's a 50 gold piece bonus for each one of them you capture, or, accidentally kill. So unless you have any questions, Marikat will lead you out. And he kind of just turns his back.
My question is, are you sure you don't want us to take that job? Because we do have a cleric with us.
Did I say I wanted you to take the job?
No, of course
Are
not.
you hard of hearing?
I am a little bit of hard
Told
of
you
hearing,
to
I'm
go.
sorry.
I told you to go. He looks like so annoyed he has to deal with anything.
And I'm like bowing down the stairs as he's doing this.
Told you
like
to
backwards
go.
down the stairs.
I don't even like dark dwarves, but I'm willing to put up with you if you will do what I say. Now, please.
It's
Be good.
quite good to see a man who has his priorities in order.
It is.
But in the future, you might want to keep your cards a bit closer to your chest for your ire of the cur that you speak of. To offer a paltry 20 gold sum per person to seek out the cause of this curse versus 50 gold to rout your enemy's allies. It might not paint you in the best picture if the wrong people hear about it. Luckily, we're not those people.
Yes, perhaps you weren't listening. I don't care what people think because I don't have to care. You see, I am Zentarum, and everyone else is little people. Now, please, be good dogs and go fetch.
If you're running a shithole like this, you must be nothing more than a fang.
What did you just say to me? The guards begin to you see him they grab for the swords. Did you just insult me?
Well, to be fair, to have a member of the Black Hand running a shithole town like this, either you piss somebody off, either you piss somebody off above you, or you're fairly new in the organization. Either way, whichever it may be, having people like us behind you to take care of your dirty work will help elevate you in the ranks, as you will still be able to take full credit for anything that goes on.
All right, roll a persuasion check for me.
I have backed entirely out of the room, by the way, bowing and saying sorry.
He's the majority of the party to leave before I did that.
The dark dwarf is roll your persuasion.
That is a 21.
Ooh.
All right, so you are able to. What happens is, all right, let's go ahead and narrative. I can't believe what I'm hearing, but I must say, it's been a while since I've met people that had balls or gravitas, such as yourself. I should kill you, and I could kill you, and it would be fun to kill you, but I'll wait to see what happens. For now, though, if you really want a job, go do what I said, and we'll see what happens. Perhaps you could come back and you could become enforcers of some kind. I do have other jobs around the town that do need to be done, and there are certain things that could use men that have, shall we say, no fear, or maybe in another case, no brains. At any rate, either way, you'll do the job. So, please go. And I appreciate the entertainment. Like I said, I haven't had this much fun with someone talking trash to me since that dog Randall Moore and I ran out of town.
Cracks a wry smile and gives him a nod before they walk out. But as they're walking out the door, they're going to call out to whoever's in the back of their party. And they're going to say, for all of the horrible things that the guard, and Rich does not remember the guard's name, but the guard that we're dealing with, whose uncle we murked in the forest and whose aunt ran the inn. I can't think of it. He's the leader of that little guard group.
That
You know,
was.
for all of the
I don't remember either.
Hold on, I have it.
And I just want to remind Selenar, slow and deliberate speech because you do have that echo.
okay.
Because when you start moving, like I gotta pay attention. I can understand it if I pay attention, like closely, but it is very distracting.
All right, so you now have got that, and his name was, I think, Album Fourwalker, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll go with that for now. If it was something else, that's fine.
Okay.
You didn't just say Elbowmont Fourwalker, did you?
No, Album Fourwalker. Album.
Album Fourwalker.
Album Fourwalker. ELBUM. All right.
That is a crazy name. I kind of like that. I want to use that at some point.
Yeah.
It's a
So
name generator, man.
Yeah, I love that.
All right.
That's
So
good.
as at that moment though, as he's telling you to go, you begin to hear like screams, and from the distance, I swear I'll pay my taxes. Right as Richard's saying, he doesn't seem that bad.
Yeah. Well, I agree with
For
Richard.
everything that Fourwalker said about the constable here being fat and lazy and not caring about his own look in such a shithole town, I have to say I sort of liked him on. And I make sure I say it just loud enough for him to hear me as I leave.
I've never been a fan of sycophants, so please go do your job.
He can hear very softly from underneath the stairwell. I'm sorry. Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
So, so you're just begging for forgiveness. Where was everybody?
Yeah, like from the next room, though.
All right, so
I just kind of had my paws up when we entered, and then also when we exited, I was just kind of like, well, this is out of my hands, but like, okay.
So everybody else was just kind of hanging back and probably eyes open with Selenar luckily passed that persuasion check not to get his throat slit by the guards.
Yep.
Because it's literally written in the
good.
module.
That was really good.
Yeah, you're very lucky because it's in the module. Like, it's in there. If you tried like certain things, that it's death. All right, so let's go ahead and what do you want to do from here? You're being escorted. 2 more guards come in. You see Maricot and Trover and Larkel. You finish with Constable. Now come. You leave. Go to job, Palokis. And he escorts you all out, into the front. I don't know if you can see this, but we're just gonna put you down here on the street level for now.
Right. Yeah. The camera's a little bit behind the turret there.
Yeah, I
The
see
camera zoomed in heavily on the turret itself.
Yeah, so you see my big fat fingers, my big shaky old man fingers.
It's probably not easy to take that many layers off, right? To get down to street level.
Yeah, I'm not gonna walk y'all down the whole
Okay,
thing.
no, we
Of
just
Dwarven
got
Forge.
to change, and it's fine now. Yeah.
Yeah, if we were here in person, yeah, we could do that. But yeah, see, that's Dwarven Forge is modular. See, that's I told you in the beginning. That's
Yeah,
why
I was just thinking like lift the bottom one off so we could see the street, but we got the scene change and it's fine.
There's actual stairwells, and I do have it decorated. Not that y'all ever see it. There's Constable's bed is right there.
There's decorations inside there.
Yeah. My
That's
mind,
wicked.
I have that for me to feel like the world is complete, even for stuff you'll never see. It's there anyway.
Yeah,
His bed is in there.
That's kind of how I DM, even if it's all in the mind. But yeah.
All right, so y'all are out
When
on
we get outside, Selenar wants to take a look at the man who's pleading for his life.
Oh well, he's not. You just heard that in the distance.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
You just
from
heard
way up
that.
here, it could have been from anywhere.
Yeah, you were just hearing like sounds of torture and screams and begging for someone begging for the life.
Yeah,
Basically,
that's
letting
just
you-
in the aerial sound of this city.
letting you know how the constable rolls. his style is obviously cruel and sadistic. All right, so
Just let me know when we're far enough away from the guards where we could have a private conversation, please.
you are standing now. You've walked a little bit down the road. We'll just say that, and want that in the shot.
Well,
You've walked a little
and
bit down the
Selnar
road, and
will
you're
look
in front of the
to
inn.
Yuri, Hatchet, Jimmy, Cutter, and Lucius. Well, I don't know if any of you caught that, but something tells me that we are about to be caught up in something very, very bad very soon.
You mean
So
like
we
we're
better
gonna
make
die?
a very good name for ourselves here before that diviner shows up.
Did you hear
Oh,
him
of
talking
course.
about investigating us killing that thing?
Well, if they're
Yeah.
bringing in a diviner to see the scene of the crime, they're going to clearly see us there as the last people when they were alive.
Should we go and see that diviner?
Have you no understanding of who the Zentarum are?
No, I don't know. I come from underground.
Boy.
Think of the
I think we just need
maliciousness
to make
of
it.
your drow neighbors downstairs
Ooh.
and spread them across the land and give them even less remorse.
I don't think that's possible. But as much remorse? Sure.
I think we just need
Okay.
to make it so. I think we just need to make sure that they find that someone else was alive then and not us.
I'm gonna be honest,
Well, maybe
guys.
if we go see the diviner and we have some money, they might see it our way.
The
What
sewer
are you saying,
system
Mace?
is always an option. I've lived in the sewer for most of my life and I've never had any problems down there. You have no identity, you have no fears, and really, like, you don't have to care about anything else. So if we need to escape from the sewer, I know where I can go.
The sewers. I'm more comfortable in the sewers, honestly.
Yeah, Dugar would be. A Dugar would be.
Mhm.
Yeah, because of the dark. That makes sense. I can see that. What's Cutter
I
doing
think
right
what
now?
our main goal
So,
should be,
Cutter-
towards being a backup
Sure.
plan,
What-
is we should make ourselves as indispensable to this bastard as possible.
All right.
That's yes, I agree. Absolutely.
What
So
did
you're
you-
suggesting
So
that we be his
before-
lackeys?
Yes. That's probably a good way
I
to put
suggest that we make ourselves so useful that he would not want to see us made an example of.
Fair enough. As much as I hate the idea of having to, as much as I hate the idea of having to listen to someone else's orders, it'll have to be done. Unfortunately,
Especially
Go
a
get-
lowly human such as himself.
of course.
What about Cutter,
So
though?
Cutter says, yeah, so Cutter says, before we met this rambling, spoiled constable, I expected that we could put ourselves in a position to be very useful, to a point where he would forgive the transgressions at the inn. And now I'm absolutely sure of it. He doesn't care about these people.
They're big
If we are
fuckers, yeah.
useful, if we can find ways to meet his ends while we fill our pockets, I will be forgiven. If not,
Even
perhaps we
lauded.
live in the sewers. Indeed. I think we're fine. But that does lead me to the next, which is I don't understand where we're supposed to go next. It was take their heads, go do it.
No, Ego's
They don't have
eye.
any-
The constable
Eagles.
said to explore Ego's Isle. That's what he wants you to do. He said, if you see
Is
anyone.
it Eagle's Isle like island or Irie like a peak of a mountain?
To show you how stupid I am, okay, I'm probably not pronouncing this right, because I'm dumb. EY Rie.
That's the peak of a
Irie.
mountain. Yeah, Irie. Yep.
Eagles Irie.
Like
okay.
yeah, like if a Jamaican dude feels good.
Oh, Irie man. Irie man.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
Thinking
my
the
friends.
exact same thing, Raven.
Okay, so there we go. Eagles Irie. I'm sorry. Well, that's where he said for you to go, and then he said if on the way you see like you see some of Randall Moore's men, then if you capture them or whatever, he'll give you
Bring their
money.
heads.
Yeah, give you some money if you should see
I was
that.
thinking he said 50 gold per body or per head.
Yeah, for some of his men. But remember, see what happens. All right, so what do y'all want to do at this point?
I think
Well, we're well rested.
get off.
Yep.
We're fed.
What time of day is it?
Oh, now it's pretty early because you weren't far from town. I'd say it's about 10 o'clock.
Right. I suggest Cutter gets into his drink and we waste the day and then leave at night.
You always want to leave at night.
Yeah, because I can barely see in the day.
We're evil too.
Dorgar, he actually has disadvantage on pretty much everything in
Disadvantage.
sunlight.
Yeah, I can barely see in the day.
I'm gonna have to start always rolling on disadvantage with you at nighttime. Daytime for attacks.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta stop being such a nice.
I think I've cheated a couple times, especially in
Yeah.
that old wolf battle. Like I was cheating throughout that whole thing. I think unintentionally.
Oh, disadvantage on all future attacks. No, I'm joking. All right. So Eagles Irie, is that where group consensus is? Let me go down the line, see if that's anybody wants to do anything else. Hatchet, what do you want to do?
Thumbs up.
Hmm?
Thumbs up. I'm just gonna follow the team. I'm good with Eagles.
Cool. All right. Cutter, you good?
Indeed.
All right. So Cutter's good. Yuri? I think we lost you.
Sorry, Yuri.
Good. I'm good. Sorry.
All right. Lucius obviously isn't here. Selnar, I know what you want to do. You want to go, and Jimmy, I know what you want to do. All right. So
Yeah, I want to try and convince the party to leave in the evening.
So as y'all are standing around there, you see like guards are all approaching. They're not really approaching you. They're just coming around the inn area. You hear them talking. David, looked like a bunch of pack of wild animals, I think. They tore her up. No, some people say it was necrotic damage or something like that. Look at wrinkled skin and all. At least the pieces that were left look like something tried to eat her, I swear. Oh, but if it wasn't, then what we got in this town then? Might got some kind of monster, something like that, running around. No, I ain't no monster. I tell you, come some kind of dark sorcerer or them night owls. Well, sooner or later, the diviner's gonna show up, and they can look back through time, and they can find out what happened. And whatever it is, we'll hunt it down, and we're gonna kill it. And, that's what y'all, and you hear like murmurs, other people, you see there's like, they're kind of like, their version of roping off the inn is they're putting like sticks, like homemade, like kind of like a homemade little quick like fences that they quickly put together with nails, but it looks really hastily built, and they're kind of putting that up around the inn to keep people from trying to get in. There's, everybody's looking in, like you hear a town's lady. What happened there? I think it looked like some Olivia had died or something like that. All right. So now y'all are on your way to Eagles R if you hear that conversation. We're not going to have you go traveling through the forest. We're just going to have you roll. Why should I have you get there? We'll say that you just got there, and we're going to put you over right in the forest, across from on a bridge.
Well, here I'm thinking of how we can burn this inn down before the diviner shows up.
Yeah, I mean, I think like that's probably a good way to burn a few hours is just plot arson and then commit it, and then leave town.
Well, I do have quite a bit of oil on my person, and I do know that Lucius has catapults. We could launch something from like 10 to 20 meters away, I believe. 30 meters away.
Yeah, we could totally just burn this place straight to the ground. But does that affect a diviner's vision, though? Like they're
I don't know.
forensically looking for evidence. I don't think so. I think they just need to come to the spot and see into the past.
Also, I don't know if this makes it more valuable. We could also get the other town, inform them, get their guards on our side, and then have them help us attack this town.
Moving this main camera.
Sorry, say that again.
Let me get this right, Hatchet. You want to take the Reds, guards, and men to pit them against the constable after he's already routed them from the village, and just put them against each other, so we have a smoke screen to ride under?
Inform the other town what's going on,
Yeah.
and then have them pitted against this village, because this village doesn't want us here anymore, clearly, and is probably going to be on our case no matter what we do, unless we're very clever about it.
When you say the other town, do you mean Eagles Eyrie?
Yeah.
Is that a town? I thought it was just a spot where there were eagles and a nest.
Whatever town it was that he wanted the heads of every... Is it not the same place?
He just... All we know is that he ran them out of this town. When we first started the adventure, we saw a group of the tabard bearers riding out of this village off into the mountain.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
We actually don't know where.
Sorry, I'm still confused. Is Eagles Eyrie a town?
I don't believe Tony has his headphones on at the moment.
I do. It is not a town. I'll read a description. It's a dwarven outpost. He, Constable, I told you, it's a dwarven outpost, the Dwarven Ruins. It's basically an old dwarven outpost that they used to watch over the River Tesh. And he told you that he wants to find out what's going on in those ruins. If you want me to read it again, I can. And he wants you to find out what's going on in those ruins.
I kind of do. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. I'll read it quickly, what he said to you. So you have mercenaries. Yes, I have work for you here if you will take it. The rebellious dog Randall Morin has some sorcerer working for him, killing innocent women and children, some foul disease. He hesitates, then continue. Well, really, the politics are surely behind you, but it's worth 20 gold piece if you go to the Eagles Eyrie and see if these damn night dwarves are coming from that old dwarven outpost. Maybe there is a curse, like people are saying. I just want these damn townspeople to stop whining, and then he tells you about Randall Morin.
Right. Yeah. Okay. And Yuri's idea is interesting. Just informing them of this town's ideas, the Zentarim's ideas, and possibly collecting a bounty from, not a bounty, but a payment from that for information, and just sowing chaos so that we do fly under the radar.
All right, so
I believe that was Hatchet's idea.
Oh, sorry, Hatchet.
I'll kill you, but it's fine.
Something I think that we should be open to is that, I do agree, Hatchet. I would also side on the side of strength. Right now, it seems that Zentrum have all the power. So we should tread lightly with this potential allies that we meet.
I guess you'll have to travel to Eagles Eyrie and see what that place is. But it's an old dwarven outpost. All right, so you arrive. Let's
go.
All right, so after you've traveled through the woods a few hours, everybody, I'm not going to do it right here. That'd be mean. You've traveled through the woods a few hours, and you now have gotten to the point where you see a stone bridge is now crossing the River Tesh. Hopefully, you could see that right now.
I do see it, yeah.
Okay, so there's a stone bridge crossing the River Tesh, and y'all are across from that angle. Let me go ahead and let me see something. Who is in the lead?
I am not in the lead.
It would
always in the
usually be
back.
Cutter when we're traveling through the forest.
Okay, that's why
Yeah.
that's why I put Cutter in the front. That's what I thought. Okay, Cutter.
As far as party, the line of walking is, I forget what that's called.
Marching order?
Yeah, marching order. I'm always in the back, and there's always some space between me and the back person.
Okay.
So Cutter and I are usually fairly close to each other.
Okay. So at this point, what do y'all want to do? Do you want to? Maybe we can get a better view at the battle cam. I don't know. It's kind of that view is kind of weird.
Yeah, just kind of the whole river bit.
Yeah, if we could
I
just
just
get a
don't
whole
like
river view.
not being able to see what's on the other side of the river. Okay.
Yeah, let me see if we can get a battle cam view and move it around.
Yeah, because
for
we
you.
would be able to see across that river. How wide is that river?
It's not able to be. Well, I'm not going to say not. You could try, but it's at least, I'd say, 40 feet wide.
Yeah, okay, but like we would be able to see across it for sure.
Yeah, you could definitely see it.
So can we just get that camera turned a little bit to the right?
Yep, he's doing it right now. JC is
Cool.
doing
Yeah.
it right now. Okay, he's doing it for you right now.
Yeah,
Trying
we're
to
flying
give you
through the air. That's awesome.
And just to confirm, everyone in the party has dark vision, yes?
Yep.
Well, I certainly do. Yes, I had advanced dark vision.
I do. Yep.
Okay.
But we
so
are
we do
in
not
the mid-
need torches or light sources.
Are we in? Are we at night right now? I thought we left immediately.
You left. If you left immediately, it's taking you a few hours to get there. I'd say it's about.
Well, no, we were going to kill time in the town until nightfall, so we didn't have to listen to Jimmy bitching anymore.
Yeah, no, that's what I was suggesting, but nobody agreed at all.
All right. So if that's the case, it's
One
probably.
thing I would probably want to add for Raven or Jimmy, sorry, is that this diviner, there's a bit of race, right? Like we need to prove ourselves, come back with some results by the time the diviner finds out who we are. So I would say we should probably-
yeah. Like I think there's two ways we could. I think there's two ways we could go with this. First, we prove ourselves and come back and get forgiven for our crimes, or we talk to the diviner and also
You might as well leave it there.
give them some incentive to see it our way. But we've already chosen this way. We're going to go prove ourselves now.
Cool. So it's still daytime.
Yep, still daytime, I think. Yeah, it's if it's been a couple hours, then it's probably noon, which is the opposite of night.
Well, you were able to catch a ride on the road here, we'll say, from one of the people, so it took you less time than overland travel. So you got here, say, around 4 p.m. in the afternoon right now.
Right, okay.
If we
cool.
let them take us this far out and then we killed them and took their car, what would we have with us?
If you really want to do that, okay.
And then we rode their horses so fast that they
Just a
died
theoretical
right when
question
they got
here.
here.
Would it be worth our time to do so?
Well, it's a 0-level character. Not going to have much, but like you could roll for trinkets, I suppose. See if you had a trinket.
Yeah.
A single
Horse and cart.
trinket? I don't know.
You
This
sick
guy looks pretty
bastards.
poor.
Sick bastards.
Want to trinket?
A trinket, Mace, like trinket.
It might not even be you, though. This is a 1 in 6 chance that you get the trinket.
I'll take those odds.
Wow.
All right, so you're
We
gonna.
are evil, aren't we?
Oh, Jesus
So you're gonna
Christ,
you're gonna
man.
slaughter the guy who bought you here on the horse. This guy that was right in
Or
the shot
maybe
a few minutes ago. All right. Well,
Can we not murder everyone we see, please? Like,
But-
come on.
But murder
He can-
hobo. But murder
can be
hobo.
murder hobo. Oh, murder hobo.
Useful for something.
Maybe
See,
not
we have
kill. Maybe not kill him, but maybe not
Just
this
hold
time.
my-
Make him fear us.
and I'll say, "Give me your trinkets," like real threatening. Like I'll be like, next paddywhack, give me a bone.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait. Let me RP.
You will fear the nefarious adventurers, and you will like it.
Let me RP it a little. What? Trinkets? I don't know what trinkets are. I can't hear you. I'll put it out. What did you say you wanted?
Give me
What?
something. It's just anything, even a piece of lint. Give me some. Give me.
I ain't got much. Don't kill me, video. Okay, I'll give you all I got now. I'll give you a ride. I can't believe you did this to me. I was a nice man to you. Gave you a ride, helped you out to town. All right, go ahead and roll for a
Now I
trinket.
And shame, but I will
Is that a
roll for a
D100?
trinket. All I wanted was like,
Oh boy.
is it a D100?
Yes.
Yeah. Whatever it would be, I'm not looking at it. So what's your trinket that you got?
I'm pretty
I just
sure it's a
want like
D100.
a Rubik's Cube.
Yes.
That's it.
Wait, what did she get?
Like a fidget spinner. 88.
58? So what's a 58?
88. 88.
Oh, 88.
Tell the story of a legendary hero's rise and fall with the last chapter missing.
This book, it's been handed down in my family for years. Me pappy handed it to me, and his grandpappy handed it to him. Interestingly enough, it ain't got the last page, but it's a good read. A very good read. Please, do you really
Don't have
got
the
to
last
take
page.
It's all I got to me. All I got to me whole life is this book. Are you really gonna take me only possession?
No.
How does
I
it
don't
end?
really
I
think.
can't even read. Like, this is bullshit. I'll just let him keep his
I
book.
don't. I was about to say I don't really think you should take a book from this poor man. Even
I mean,
if
we could take his
evil,
legs,
I'm
though,
not
couldn't
that
we?
mean.
Like, they look like they
No.
would feed us.
No, we are not doing that. No.
Oh, they look.
Okay, all right. Well, I already
okay,
have a
okay.
bunch of legs in my backpack, so all right.
All I ask from this man is that every time we need a ride in town, should we be able to find him? He should give us a ride. And if he
He's our
doesn't,
personal Uber.
yes, I will get that book or do even worse.
Okay, I don't want no tabaxi eating me. I don't want no problems. No problems there. All right, mistress. I'll do whatever you want. Whatever you want. I'll give you
Shake
your
it.
rights. Please, I'm old. And my heart hurts. Can I go
All right,
now?
just wait here.
Okay, so he waits there. You see him. He's all like, he's all paranoid, I guess, and he's shaking and cowering. You see, he doesn't have the pens in this time, so he just lets it go in the pants. He's not the best smelly guy right now. And y'all are across the bridge here.
One thing is, after we all unload, I'll reach into my coin purse and toss him a silver piece. And I look at him.
Thank
Certain
you.
things there are certain things we have to do to keep a little bit of the crazier ones in line and let them have their fun.
Thank you.
Go buy some useful things so the next time you cross our paths, you have something to give them before they take your tongue.
Thank you, sir. Thank you indeed. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so he takes your silver piece and, he's doing his thing. He's just, hanging out there. It looks like he's going to hang out at least. All right, so at this point, I need Cutter to roll me a perception check. Let's see. What did you get there?
Check it out, baby.
What did you get? Oh, you must be good because you're talking trash. So it must be good. You.
Oh my god! Cutter, you can roll in double digits?
Oh, damn you, Cutter. This Cutter always rolls good when he needs to roll good. But it's always that right moment. Just like
Ooh,
with
a
the
20,
murders.
Nice.
All right, so you kind of hear in the distance, you hear like the trees like a little bit crack from across, like almost like the trees themselves are kind of cracking a little bit, a large rustling, and then it kind of stops. At least Cutter, you hear that. Do you want to tell the rest of the group?
Yes, I will extend my hand behind them. The kind of stop signal that you would give in a kind of military formation. I don't know where I am on the bridge, or am I just at the edge of the?
You're at the very beginning of the bridge, there. If you can see it right now, you just put the camera at the very across the river from the bridge, right at the front of the bridge. You see your character?
Okay, so I'll. Yes, I do. So it's all right there. So I see something's here. I think something big. And then I will. I'll draw my bow, and I will keep on moving on the bridge and try and focus on wherever I heard that sound from.
Okay. So
Selenar will move off to the side and just sort of disappear into the foliage near the bridge.
Okay. So you're kind of
the
just...
wood elf. If I'm even lightly obscured, I can take the hide action.
Okay, so you're moving across the bridge, Cutter. All right. What is... Let's see.
I'm covering Cutter with my short bow.
I was just about to start asking everybody what they want to do.
Yep.
All right, so Raven, you're covering Cutter. Selenar, you're hiding out. Hatchet, what do you want to do?
I can cover with my crossbow as well.
Okay, you're covering Cutter. Yuri?
Yes, I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm going to just try to make myself... I'm going to try and hide, but I know that I'm wearing armor, so it's going to be very hard for me.
All right, so all the people are trying to hide. Roll me stealth checks. Let me know what you got.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily trying to hide, but I am covering. Like, I'm right on the bank.
I think somebody said they're
obvious,
trying to
but
hide.
covering Cutter.
Okay.
So are you following me hiding, or are you like just hiding?
I'm following you hiding.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
it'd be easy to hide over this arched bridge.
Yeah, kind of hard to do that. You're out in the plain sight. All right, so Cutter is going on the bridge. I'll move him in a second. How far have you moved on? 14 with disadvantage. So Selenar is actually hiding. All right. So Selenar, you feel very stealthy. Cutter, you're on the middle of the bridge. So at this point, what do you want to do? You know, you don't really hear the trees anymore. You see, like, you know, give me another perception roll. Actually, do that. Let's see. Now that you've gotten a little bit closer.
All right, here we go.
I think I'm stealthy.
Jeez, Cutter. I hate you so much, Cutter. I really hate you sometimes.
You can kill me later.
Yeah, I will. So you, from this point, you know, you cross the bridge, and now the trees, you see, like, they're not breaking. You don't hear the breaking, but you see the leaves kind of like they rustle for a second, and you see like a bunch of branches and everything. And it's the tops of the trees, because where you're on the bridge, you can see a little bit down on the other side, and you could just see like the branches and the trees. Something big looks like it's rustling over there, but you're still not within, like, you know, you're still not that close. It's pretty far away. What do you want to do?
Okay, so I will whisper to Yuri, who I think is near me as we're crossing this bridge. I say, "Aye, it is something big, very big." And I'm going to take out my shield and my axe, because I may need some armor class. And I'll kind of shift back a little bit on the bridge so they can see me, and I'll motion big and then point over towards where I saw it coming from.
All right.
And
I should be a jerk and make everybody roll insight to see if they understand you, because your charades. Do you understand Cutter's charades?
Oh, God.
That happened with the good team. They had this awesome with the spider. It was hilarious.
Yeah, they were trying to do like some marine signals, and
yeah, it didn't work out.
I mean, I feel like some of us have been together long enough to understand Cutter's marine signals.
I get it. He's still in humanoid form, so I ain't gonna do you like that. So okay, y'all are getting this message from Cutter that he thinks there's something big or whatever on the other side of the bridge, in the woods.
Okay.
Approaching the mountains.
Bravely goes to check it out. No, kidding.
Who goes to check it out?
I said Lucius bravely walks in to check it out.
Oh my God!
Yeah, guard
Oh,
down and
God,
everything.
why?
Are you
No
serious?
mage shield, no nothing.
No.
neck first.
Oh my god, poor thing.
He strips down nude because he hears that's the best way to intimidate wild beasts.
Oh shit! It's not that type of stream.
Yeah.
Not that type of stream.
He
Or maybe it
cuts
is.
himself a little bit so that the smell of blood permeates the air.
All
Yeah.
right. All right. So I know you're
Wearing
obviously
his
joking.
underwear. He's still wearing
Yeah,
his
we're joking.
underwear.
That's not
Definitely
that's
not
us.
serious. Okay.
I am not hiding, but I am still covering Cutter, and I'm trying to hone in on what that big thing is on the other side. It's 40 feet away. I have advanced night vision, so I can see as if it's daytime. So would I be able to see this thing in daytime?
Yeah, now that he pointed out, you see like the leaves rustling and everything because the forest is pretty dense. From it's right before the mountains, so you can kind of see like a little bit of forest and then the beginning of the rocks of the mountains. We don't have it in shot right here, but that's what you could see from that position.
Right.
I wonder if we can get it in shot and move it a little bit farther. JC, if you get a chance. But yeah, so that's what you.
So I'm basically seeing the effects of its weight. I'm going to try and pinpoint where it is, and just shoot an arrow through the woods at where I think it might be.
You're gonna just try to shoot over there?
Yeah, I'm just gonna I see the rustling leaves, and I'm just gonna bam, just shoot a little arrow.
You roll me a natural 20 and some cool shit will happen. Roll a natural 20.
Okay, I'm gonna roll like a 4.
You're just blindly across the river, shooting your arrow into the woods.
It's not blind. It's first of all, it's
general
as
area.
if it's daytime. Second of all, I can see where it's moving its leaves.
That's true, but it's general.
But for sure, I'll roll a natural 20 right
where
now.
the leaves are rustling, he would have disadvantage because you only get disadvantage if you're attacking an invisible creature.
Yeah, he doesn't even know if there's anything to attack.
I rolled a 10.
Okay, so you just shoot like an arrow. It goes, you're smart. You're making a smart decision. You're like, rather than just run over there, let me see if I can investigate it in a way. But unfortunately, your arrow kind of just, goes through the woods, and you hear it knock into a tree, and that's really it.
And I understand that sound. I'm like, oh, I missed.
All right. So at this point, let's see. Let's ask everybody what they want to do. Cutter, I know where you're at. Hatchet, what are you doing?
I think I'm going to try to shoot at it as well.
Okay, you roll that.
Okay, I'll okay. Calm down. I'll roll it. I'm still trying to figure it out, but I'll roll to attack.
You're pretty far, but you roll a natural 20, and I'll make some cool stuff happen.
Got a 2, so if you want to make something very cool out of that, that'd be cool.
Well,
I love that robe that you have, by the way. You were just standing up, and it's basically beautiful.
we all want something in life, but doesn't mean we're gonna happen. So, unfortunately, with the 2, you shoot your arrow. You kind of like give a wink over to Jimmy, seeing what he's doing, shooting his arrow over there into the darkness. But unfortunately, it's the same situation with you. It kind of just whistles, and you hear it kind of thunk into the ground, like it just kept on going and hit nothing. But we really don't even hear it. Just just keeps going. You don't even know what happens to it.
So Cutter sees these 2 arrows fly over there, and he says, "Enough of this charade." And I'll stand up boldly and I'll start banging on my shield with the battle axe.
Really?
Yes, really.
Do you want to discuss that with the group?
I don't think standing up and like smashing his shield is a thing that he's gonna discuss with the group.
Because y'all.
Well, if that's the case,
Okay then.
let me roll.
I roll initiative.
You roll initiative.
I am initiating my own initiative.
If Lucius sees him start banging on his shield, Lucius is going to immediately cast mage armor on himself.
All right. So Lucius, all right, at that moment, You hear, what's that? Sounds like must be meat. Must be fresh. And then let me show you. Put it down on the board.
Oh boy.
And this thing comes rushing out the woods, barreling towards Cutter. Cutter's going to need to roll to see if it's a contested strength save to see if he can not be knocked down as it comes barreling towards you. Towards the sound of the shield.
Disappears.
Okay, so make a strength roll. There.
Sorry, I was
Tony?
muted. He's putting you on the bridge because this thing's coming
Oh my
in.
god.
This
Look at
thing's
that thing.
Oh shit.
By the way, I
When
just
he
want to
covers
say I
his
like JC's
mouth, his
pants
shorts are
there.
going to drop.
JC's
It's the
pants are
band-aid
cool.
on his stomach.
This thing comes barreling out of the woods.
It was
And-
barrel and a half.
It comes running over the bridge. JC's going to adjust it. You'll see it in the stream in a second.
Now,
I
Tony,
thought
since I did say that I was hiding and I had my crossbow ready, can I take my attack of opportunity on it as it runs out?
not an attack of opportunity. If you were holding an action, I'd let you do that. If you're
Well, I was hiding and I said I had my crossbow at the ready.
Yeah, you were covering. Yeah, you were just covering Cutter though. I didn't think you were holding an action to attack anything.
What else would that be? If you're covering someone, you're ready to fire. Something charges at your ally.
All right. What's the stream? Stream, should I be merciful? Give it to him. All right. I'm
Merciful.
I'm too nice of a DM. All right. So you all right. So you were holding merciful. That's right. Merciful. So you're holding your action. But first, let's see if, as this thing comes barreling, if Cutter is able to do a contested strength save. I'm going to roll my strength.
Well, that was a shit roll.
All right, Cutter, go ahead and roll to see if you get. Oh my God! Damn you, Cutter! Damn you! Cutter, you always roll high at the worst possible times.
23.
All right, so this thing starts to come over, the bash at Cutter, but Cutter standing there. Freaking, this guy's like the movie Predator. Where Billy's on the bridge and he just cuts himself with the knife. You see Cutter do the same thing. Cuts himself with the knife to draw blood across his chest. He's dink. Then it's like the 300 Spartans. He's just hitting the shield, completely silent with this blood licking the blood, and then that's when this thing comes out. But luckily, Cutter, somehow, by some miracle, you almost don't believe you've seen this. This huge freaking ogre carrying a battering ram comes across the bridge trying to knock down Cutter straight with the battering ram into his shield. Cutter, you see his legs get pushed back, but they are planted firmly. His freaking calves stress. The muscles pulse in his legs. You see the veins pop. His arms are straining. The striations of muscle are going across his back as he's using every ounce of strength to push and hold this ogre from barreling over him and getting to his friends across the bridge. And by some miracle, he's able to do it.
Sweet.
All right. And this ogre, even it looks at Cutter when it was stopped, and it couldn't push him. It looks down, almost surprised himself to see this little elf, blocking him. Unbelievable. He can't believe it, but it's true. All right. So at this point, now it's Rich and said he was holding an action. Was anybody else?
Since I was hidden, I attacked with advantage.
I think somebody else said they were covering Cutter as well. Who else was covering Cutter?
I was covering Cutter.
Okay, so two people get their hold actions.
Yeah, I'm letting fly my arrow.
Okay, so Rich, you broke up, buddy. I'm sorry, you're breaking up.
I rolled with advantage.
Yeah, I got you.
I got a 6 and a 5.
Oh, what?
Wow.
That
Shot
sucks.
sucked.
I got a 21.
Okay, so you definitely hit with your 21. Roll some damage for me.
I got eight regular damage. He's like right up against a cutter, right?
Cutter just stopped him from coming across the bridge and wrecking shop into y'all.
So he's like in melee range.
At this point, yes, he's within melee range.
So that means I get my sneak attack.
If you're
So that makes it 9 damage.
Nice. Okay. So let's move this for a second. I'm sorry, I gotta move this thing. So 9 total damage. He starts yelling, "Gosh, Crackgut kill! Sweet meat to eat! Elf be tasty! I sought you! Eat leg, then I eat friends!" Crackgut, big mountain man!
Like nothing but my axe.
All right, so 9 damage has been taken off Craggut because he just yelled his name.
Mr. Rich said
And now, as you were doing that, Rich goes to take his shot, or Selenar goes to take his shot because he was covering Cutter as well. You know, but unfortunately, from the position that he was hiding in, he kind of just, you know, he doesn't trip, but his foot gets caught in a root of one of the trees that were there. And as he looks down to look at it, he had let the shot go. And unfortunately, it just dazed off right into the side of the bridge, and you see the arrow snap in two as it hits the stone and falls harmlessly into the water. All right, so at this point, let's roll some initiative.
Rolling and roll 20 for Lucian.
You got it.
Damn.
Oh my god, I rolled a 4. Oh,
Whoa, I got a 19.
damn.
Yes, but your 19 is a little bit lower than Lucian's.
I would have had a 20, but apparently the dex is not too great. All right, so
Got a 6.
19.1. You got a 6? All right, hold on. Let me put this one right here for Craggut. 19.16. All right, it's going to be near the top. I know that. All right, let's go down the line real quick. Cutter, what did you get? What? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
8.
An 8, okay. Hatchet, what did you get?
6.
6. Yuri, what did you get?
That's an 18, sorry.
Okay.
Yours should be up here with me, right?
That was the plan. Yuri was going to approach with you. She's gotten distracted by the chat. I apologize.
What did Lucius get?
Lucius got the 19.16.
Jimmy got a 4, and then he is also just going to escape to use the washroom.
All
for a
right.
second.
And what did Selenar get?
A grand total of 1.
Oof. That hurts, dude. I've had that happen a lot. All right, actually, you're exactly at the same night that I am, 19.16. So, for Lucius, I don't know. I'm gonna have a rule. I think that the
according to your chat, the ogre got 19.08, whereas Lucius got 19.16.
was it 08? I thought I.
Yes, I can see it
I'm
in
sorry.
bright green right there.
It was right below mine. I'm sorry. You're right. I wasn't trying to hustle you. I wasn't trying to hustle. I looked at the wrong damn thing. Okay, hold on. Okay.
I'm also gonna
Yeah,
take a bathroom break, but I have very low initiative, so it should be fine.
All right. I was going to let you go first anyway, Rich, Lucius, because I was going to say players should just always go first, maybe. All right, so Yuri, and then Cutter, and then Hatchet.
All right. He sees this thing. Is there any like loose rocks or anything on the bridge?
Hmm.
Or near the bridge?
I wouldn't say there's any like loose rocks. It looks pretty, you could roll an insight, see if you notice it, or perception.
Well, literally, any loose object weighing 1 to 5 pounds.
Not really. I wouldn't say there's anything.
A stick?
Maybe a stick on the side, 1 pound stick.
All right.
Sure. Yeah. 1 pound
Lucius
stick.
casts catapult on the stick,
Yep.
launching it up to 90 feet towards the ogre.
Got it.
The ogre needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
But what does this do? This stick?
The stick flies towards the creature in a straight line. If it impacts against a solid surface or a creature, the object will strike a creature. That creature must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the object strikes the creature. And when it strikes something, the object and what it strikes each takes 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
But it doesn't have. It doesn't matter that the weight is only a pound. The object
1 pound to 5 pound object.
Okay, so any object. Okay, all right. What's the save I have to do? Dex, I know, but
30 save versus a 13 DC.
all right. Well, he did not pass that.
All right.
Nice, good job.
So that being said, it takes. It did not roll the damage in here for some reason. That's weird.
What's the roll for? It says you had to roll. Do you have to do an attack roll?
No. The thing is, when you're using the character master, some of the newer spells were not translated properly into Roll20, so it still shows attack rolls,
Okay.
even though it's just saves.
All right.
It takes 19 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
Whoa.
So with a stick now, you see Selenar steps out from the shadows.
Oh, Lucius.
Lucius steps out from the shadows. Did he have catapult even prepared in his thing?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So we're good to go. Make sure you do your spell slot. So he steps out.
Hold on.
He steps out. You see him put his hands together, and this energy comes crackling, like it looks like white lightning or white electricity mixed with streams of purple. And then he pushes that energy, and you see the stick rise and start swirling faster and faster and faster and faster. And all of a sudden, when it's almost a blur, he just pushes it. He seems he's not touching it. He just makes his hands go forward, and you see the stick fly through the air, this little stick, and it hits the ogre Craggut right square in the eye. It wasn't able to block it. It impales itself in his eye. Craggut goes to pull out this 1 pound stick, but as he pulls it out, it pulls his eyeball, and the eyeball is still connected by the muscular strand into the socket. So you actually see him. He pulls it. And as he pulls it, he takes a knife and cuts the muscular strands. There's the little strand now hanging out of the socket of his eyeball. And he takes the eyeball and he eats his own eyeball. Craggut wastes no meat.
He eats it?
Craggut wastes no meat. All right.
Oh,
that's great.
man. Oh, gross. Oh, so gross.
All right. So now it is Cragut's turn. The first thing Craggut is going to do is he is going to do this. He's going to start blocking the path. So y'all can see this. And then he's going to do an attack. So he is now blocking the path. Attack rolls against the ogre have disadvantage. I'll read it to you. Until the start of the ogre's next turn, attack rolls against the ogre have disadvantage. It has advantage on the attack rolls it makes for opportunity attacks, and the attack deals an extra 16 or 3 dice 10 damage, bludgeoning damage on a hit. Also, each enemy that tries to move out of the ogre's reach without teleporting must succeed on a DC 14 strength saving throw or have its speed reduced to 0 until the start of the next turn. All right. So
Teleport.
Yeah, you better tell somebody better have teleport. All right, so
You need to stay out of the reach of this fucker.
he's going.
Yeah.
He's blocking the path, which means he's just standing there, right, for right now. But he's gonna bash, try to bash, Cutter here. That's it.
16 armor class.
I didn't roll yet. Hold on. I'm just making sure that you don't. This doesn't get an extra automatic for something else. That's advantage. Okay, only for attacks of opportunity do you get the extra. Does the extra damage? I wanted to make sure. I was like, man, that's vicious. I just wanted to make sure I didn't have to. I didn't do extra damage now. Okay, so bam, attack is 24.
Hit.
He does 17 points of damage, and the ogre can push the target away 5 feet away if the target is huge or smaller. He's not going to push you away. He's just going to bash the fuck out of you. Now the ogre, he's bit my eye. You elf, I kill you first. I eat your stomach and rip you apart and wear your skin. Then he takes his battering, he comes up his club, and comes straight down on the shoulder, not the head. And you see Cutter's shoulder blade, like literally, like it gets, one side of his body gets a little bit wider because his bone literally shatters. His left arm, you see it wobbles and flops, and you see the huge bruise and a little bit of blood, but it's basically all internal. You literally hear the crack as it comes down, and you can see the grimace in Cutter's face, but you also see a sense of elvish, pissed off determination.
Tony?
Yes, unless you're dead.
I have 8 hit points left.
You have 8 hit points?
Eight left.
Okay.
I just wanted to ask, because I'm looking at roll 20 right now, and both showing up as action. Block the path and pass.
Hold on.
Because if they're both actions, it would be either or unless he has multi-attack.
Does he have siege master? No. So you know what? No, you're right, Richard. Now you point out something. Well,
I point out on both sides. I am fair with that.
No, you didn't. You left the other thing out. It's all right, though. It's all right. We are having a great time. That's all that matters, Stream.
You're welcome, Cutter.
And I'm going with the. I'm going to go with the attack. I'm going to go with the attack and do the 17 points of damage. I'll just choose
instead of blocking the path, so no one has disadvantage on him now.
Yeah, because you're gonna not. You should be happy I'm not doing that, because at this point, if he has, you need to bring this guy down, because the good team, they had a lucky roll on him. You've had a good lucky roll too. All right, so he now you take 17 points of damage. He's not blocking the path, so you are just sitting there. He doesn't push away Cutter. Actually, no. If that's the case, he does push you 5 feet back. So he's coming across the bridge slowly. He pushes you slowly towards. It doesn't say you're knocked prone on that, so I'm not going to have you knocked prone. It just says it kind of pushes you back. So as you see, hits you with that thing and hurts your arm. Cutter kind of falls back a little because the pain is just so much. It's a pain he's not used to feeling. All right, so seeing that he doesn't have disadvantage, good one, Richard. Yuri, it is your turn. And yes, he is survivable because the good team beat him.
Hooray.
With no deaths.
Are you on mute?
I think Yuri's on mute. Yuri?
Damn it.
Yuri? I can hear you
I
now.
apologize.
What would you like to do, Yuri?
Yay. Okay, so I'm going to go up to... If I can get to it. I'm going to go on the bridge. I'm going to go follow Cutter onto the bridge, and I'm going to go right up in his face.
All right, so you're going to stand next to Cutter on the bridge?
Mm-hmm.
Hey. All right, so we're going to have JC move your character up to you all be right. Now, you are to the right of Cutter now, and Cutter is pushed back 5 feet. So move Cutter back 1 square, please, JC. That's fine. And then put her up, put the girl at the wings, Yuri. Put her actually on the 1 square ahead of Cutter, but on his, right there, perfect, on the top of the bridge. All right, that's good. We know where Cutter's at. If it slides down a little, it's okay. So now you're there, and you want to attack Craggut. Hello, Yuri.
Yes,
Okay, so you're going to attack
that is correct.
Craggut. All right. All right. So go ahead and attack him.
I'm gonna be a 9. Hold on. I believe it's a 19 plus 11. 19 plus 4. Sorry. So
Let's say plus 11. That's pretty high. But you definitely hit. So do your damage. Let's see how much you took off.
I'm going to.
I didn't hear you, Yuri. You broke up a little. How much damage did you do?
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can. How much damage did you do?
Okay. So it's.
6?
Is he a fiend by any chance or no?
No, he is not a fiend. It's a giant.
Damn it.
All right, but you did 6 damage?
Okay.
Okay, so minus 6. You
It's not a 6, sorry.
What was it?
It's so it's 2d8 plus a d plus, so that's 7, 14. So that's 24 points of 24. Hold on.
Ooh.
26, sorry. 26 points of damage
What did you
from
do?
my
Damn.
smite.
That was a
You
lot.
smited.
That's smite.
You smite. Okay, that's why you smited. All right, so you do your smite, and how much damage did you? What was the dice rolls? I'm sorry.
It was a 1d12 and 2d8, so it's a 10 and 2 7s.
Okay, so yeah, 24.
Plus 2 for the weapon.
All right, so good. Y'all are going to hopefully survive. All right, so Yuri rolls up on the bridge. She sees Cutter bleeding, hurt, his arm. The bone, it's smashed. You can tell the bone is smashed. Cutter looks up. He doesn't want to look weak because that's not his style, but you can tell he has a look of, I could use some assistance, as much as he's willing to give. At that moment, Yuri, comes in. She takes out her long sword and just thrusts it. The ogre comes down trying to deflect it, but she literally slices into the wrists of the ogre on the side. He's holding the battering ram. You could see a vein begin to come out, and it's spitting out blood. The ogre, I'll rip your wings off, you bitch! And holds his hand, and you see the blood is coming out, but he grabs it again, and he's ready to strike, and the blood's just pouring down on the stone as Craggut is pissed off, and you can smell his breath as his spittle is dripping from his mouth. And it was minus 24 points of damage, you said? 24, that's right. Okay, so Craggut is still up. It is now Cutter's turn.
Oops. Are we okay?
Yep, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, great. Sorry, I actually hit a button. Okay, so yeah, that hurt. I'm going to rage, mostly out of anger that this thing clobbered me so badly, and I will move back an extra 5 feet, and I will let loose an arrow, which I know my rage doesn't help me, but if he somehow hits me, I'll take less damage. So I'll fire my bow.
All right. And Yuri, real quick, what was your... I just realized something. You did 24 points damage. What was your attack roll, though? Did Yuri even do an attack roll? I can't
Did we?
I don't think Yuri did an attack. I think she just did damage for smite. I think you have to do it.
Can I do that?
It was a 19 plus 4.
Okay, so then you... Okay,
Right.
good. Okay, perfect. Fine. Okay, I just want to make sure. All right, so...
I did the attack roll. It was a 23, I believe. I rolled
Perfect.
with.
And
19 plus
that's
4.
pretty sure. That's a pretty sure.
Yeah, that hits. I just couldn't remember. All right, so Cutter, you raged, and go ahead.
Actually, I have a question. So he has a big battering ram, right?
Yes.
Is it kind of resting on the ground? Is he?
He's holding it. He's holding it in his arms. He's using it as like a weapon.
Okay, I'll just shoot him. So here we go. Attack. 14.
Ooh, that just hits. Okay. So go ahead, do your damage.
D8 plus my dex bonus. points.
All right, so Crag, you come in there. Cutter rises to his feet. You see the sweat pouring from his brow. All of a sudden, he just looks back at his group. He sees what's going to happen. He feels the pain. And rather than being, beaten down and ready to give up, he believes in the Latin saying, Fortis cadere, cadere non potest. A brave man may fall, but he will never yield. And he gets up, and the rage goes through him, and he takes out his axe and hacks right a piece of the flesh of the leg, because the Crag really isn't wearing armor per se, but he's able to, the lower parts of his legs are more exposed, and you chop off a piece of the little piece of his kneecap. You see his Go ahead.
Awesome description, but that was a great description, but I moved back 5 feet and shot my bow. That was my bow arrow. My bow.
God damn it. Change
Sounds
all
cool,
that.
though.
Change all that to he shot an arrow and it went to the sky and hit the damn thing. There we go. It went to the sky. Yeah, you shot an arrow. It went and it hit him. Actually, we'll say that the arrow hits him this time in his pectoral muscle, and you see him try to pull it out, and it literally rips off his nipple. When he pulls it out, he screams in pain, and you see the nipple attached to the top of the arrow.
You could have your stepson put me back 5 feet too, because I also moved back a little bit.
I might be able to move you back. Hold on a second, because that one's close enough to me. I can get up real quick. Stick. There we go. Okay, so Crag got still. I'll kill you all. I'll grind your bones, make me stew, cook it, and feed it to me children. Rawr. It's now Hatchet's turn.
I just want to keep shooting him from the banks.
You mean my brand new banks? My brand new Dwarven Forge banks that I just got?
Exactly, yeah.
Swim in them, please.
Mmm.
On sale now at dwarvenforge.com.
Loving those banks, baby. Took me a year to get those things. All right, so go ahead, shoot it up, Hatchet.
I got an 8 for the attack roll. Does that hit?
No, unfortunately, it does not.
Yep.
So Hatchet, goes to shoot her bow at this thing, ready to attack and get, destroy this, get the ogre. But unfortunately, as she gets her bow out, she realizes all that meat she's been eating over the past couple of days. She ate the innkeeper for whatever reason. It's just made her really, really sluggish. And as she goes to shoot the arrow, it actually misses and goes right into the water. And she kind of just looks at it. Yeah. She's been drinking, so she's not really worried. She's like, whatever. All right, so Hatchet got that. Now it is Jimmy Headtrix's turn.
Yes. I can see a tree behind me, stage left.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to hide behind that.
Okay, we'll do a contested perception roll. You're trying to hide.
Sure. And I'm gonna stealth that.
I'll just do a wisdom roll. Oh, you're definitely gonna pass this. You're definitely gonna beat me. Oh my god, I rolled a 15. What's your stealth roll?
Well, I got 10.
Okay, so I see you, dark-skinned one. You got away from Craggut. So I like the fact that you're afraid, trying to hide. I'll kill you last.
I try to hide, and then I peek out as I hear him saying all of this stuff, and take out my short bow and give a shot at his basically his other eye. I'm not actually aiming, but but yeah, I'm giving another shot to this.
Okay,
guy.
go ahead.
Not with advantage.
No, because it's daytime.
Ugh.
It's disadvantage. Actually, it's daytime.
8?
Yeah.
I give up. I lost this game.
All right, so
8.
You're the sun. You look at your friends, and not your friends because you're evil. You look at your party members, and you're like,
Allies.
"I'll take this thing. I'll destroy it." But unfortunately, the sun is really, really bothering you today. It's extra bright. There's no clouds, and you're wobbling as you're trying to shoot. And instead of hitting it, it just once again it goes right between the legs of Yuri and Lance, like right at her feet. Luckily, without hitting her, and shatters and breaks. All right.
Damn. Oh, I failed my hide. I failed my shot. I'm just gonna sit behind this tree for a minute.
Just chill out. All right. It is now Selenar's turn.
Both Hatchet and Jimmy try to shoot and fail hitting this thing, watching sort of the wind in the area and all the resistances. They look up at this ogre. The only thing that will be going to your children is the news that they're newly orphaned. As he loads his crossbow once more, as they load their crossbow once more and fire.
Fire. What'd you get?
Natural 20, 22.
All right. The first natural 20 of the night, I think, actually. I don't think anybody's rolled a nat 20 tonight.
Nice.
All right, so
Maximum damage of 12.
then he is down. Go ahead and describe it.
What? Nice.
Y'all,
We're going for the, I don't know, either eyes, gut, or nuts. Your choice. And I want you to describe it.
we'll do nuts because my wife, when she plays D&D, she loves to shoot things in the nuts as a rogue. So we'll,
Sweet.
in her honor, we'll do her classic nut shot. So Stonar comes up, he takes his crossbow, he looks over at Jimmy, he looks over
Hey.
at Hatchet. He's like, "Watch me show you how it's done, people." And he delicately pulls out the crossbow, but places it in there, deliberately taking his time. Right before the Cragut's about to come down and attack somebody again, he lets the crossbow bolt fly. It goes right into the nuts.
Wow.
You literally see a testicle explode, and it uncoils because
Prairie oysters.
testicles are actually coiled like 20 or 30 feet. So you literally see it uncoil his scrotum, and inside the testicle falls onto the stone, uncoils, and rolls over the bridge into the water. He's trying to. You see him in a moment of shock and disbelief. He's trying to scrape up his own testicle and put it back into his body, but it's impossible. He's already dead. He just doesn't know it. As he begins to pass out from blood loss. And you see him holding the skin, the bloody skin, and the unwound testicles inside. They're coming through each of his fingers. He just falls into the water.
Splash.
All right. Everybody roll me an exhaustion, Go ahead and see if you're...
Is that a Constitution?
Constitution
save?
Yeah,
save.
roll me Constitution. Anybody who scores, we'll say this is a less than 10, you're going to be exhausted.
Well, I'm exhausted.
I'm good. I'm 18. Jimmy is 18 and good.
That's Lucius got a 15.
Yep, and Cutter got a one.
Eleanor got a 10 on the dot.
All right, so some people are exhausted, some people are not. At this point, y'all finish this battle, and the weariness of traveling, riding in the
and
cart.
Yuri has a 16.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, then you're not exhausted, Yuri. So anybody 10 or less than a 10, yeah, you're going to be exhausted. Level of exhaustion, you feel kind of tired at this point. And also, real quick to the stream, I owe a song, so we need to go ahead. The stream needs to decide, so I can sing it and keep my word. What 80s or 90s song you want me to dance and karaoke to tonight? Before
Never
we
gonna
leave.
give you up. Oh no, sorry. You're putting that to the chat. Never mind.
Yeah, so putting that to the
Ice
chat.
Baby.
Doesn't mean y'all get to vote. Do not vote. So the chat gets to vote. But yeah, anybody who, if you want, just pick a song from the 80s that you want me to karaoke, or 90s.
Music for Airports by Brian Eno.
Music for
There's
airport.
no words. You just have to go wah.
See, now,
for like an hour.
Rich just voted, and so did Mace, and I like both those songs, so it's okay. 99 said love balloons. Actually, know the Russian riffs. In a shot, ain't running sham.
That is not the words at all.
No, it's not. But it sounds like the Russian version. It sounds like, because do you know the
German version?
There's like, yeah, the actual original Russian version is like, so many
I believe
You
it's
mean
German,
the
though.
original German version by Nina Hagen?
Oh, so in other words, I don't know shit about music. I'm just remembering. I'm just remembering
Not saying that.
my MTV.
Just maybe not about the original version of the song.
I just remember the MTV era, and I remember the '99.
know all the
Luftballons.
words in German for that one. So.
Okay,
No, I do
Griffin
not.
Mace just said it's raining men.
It's raining.
Foul something said I will
I
survive.
will
Yeah, it says,
survive.
I will survive.
I will
Alright.
survive is a good one. It's raining men is also a good one.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my laptop. It's raining men.
Wait, what are we doing?
It's raining men.
Okay, I'll put it up. I'll count down.
And also I will survive.
Put up a karaoke version so you can see the lyrics, and then.
Oh,
I'll put
did
a
we already
karaoke version where it's
decide?
just instrumental.
Yeah, what song are we deciding, stream? Because I'm pulling it up.
There's
right
I
now.
will survive and it's raining men as far as I can see. Valid
Well,
votes.
Mace, Punch Stripe Suit are both people that are in the game,
Yes, I know.
as is YKKX. So Feltiama
Yeah.
is the only one.
Sorry, Griffin Mace?
that-
Oh yeah, no, that's Mace, of course.
Yeah. So Feltiama
course.
is the only member of chat that actually gave you an option that isn't part of the party.
And
Foul
what,
something, yeah, new
and
nickname.
what did they want?
Yep, that's perfect.
Foul.
Val something.
but what did they want?
Foul
What so-
something.
They
I
want
will survive. I will survive.
by Gloria Gaynor.
by Gloria Gaynor.
I will survive.
All right, I'm gonna put "I Will Survive" karaoke. I'm gonna embarrass myself because I kept my word.
Okay, hold on. Tell me when you have it.
Oh, the YouTube has to.
He's
Help me.
recording this at some point.
Yeah, somebody. It's if nobody's recording this, then I would be sad. Well, Twitch is always recording.
Faristel always takes screen clips of the
Here it is,
stream when
Lonnie.
he does shit like this.
All right, I'm ready. Here we go.
Please, everybody. Every frame needs to be
I'm
captured.
hitting play. Ready, line?
You're gonna have to keep
Go,
going.
go, 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 go.
I do. Ready?
Okay, well, 3. Wait a second.
Full screen yourself for
Okay, I have
this.
an ad.
Everyone else mute.
There's an ad.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Full screen. Everyone else mute.
You guys probably hear that.
Stories and characters. The
I have to hear the YouTube ad. Sorry, stream. All right, here we go.
1 second. Let me make sure everything's set up.
Let me get up so I can have some water.
Let me just make sure
Full screen
everything's
to it.
good.
Let me embarrass myself, everybody. Do not show this to Nate. Mace, do not show it to Nate. All right.
1 second, time.
He already probably thinks I'm insane.
Y'all ready for this?
Screen your camera for this.
All right, you ready, Lonnie?
Not yet.
Full screen.
Count down to 3, 2, 1, then I'll hit my play button.
Yep. 1 second. Okay. If we're on full screen, 1 second. Let me set that up too.
Lonnie's JC always
Cool, thanks,
make it look
JC.
really good.
You won't.
He wants my embarrassment to be well done,
Yeah.
well
Yeah,
documented.
full of it. It's got to be, full of it.
Here it goes. You ready?
You know. Almost.
Almost. It's like that Family Guy episode, High Class British Porn. Almost. Well done. See how much we strive to give you quality viewing pleasure?
Yeah, we got to do it.
If we get another one, I'll sing another song. Maybe not today, but unless they want it today. But if we get one subscription, Amazon, whatever, I am singing and dancing.
Everybody wants it today.
Taking JC. What's going on, bud?
Okay, I'm at the countdown.
All right.
Okay, this should be karaoke, hopefully. There's no words.
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
At first I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. And I grew strong, and I learned that to get along and so you're back from outer space. Just walked in to find you here with that saddle upon your face. I should have changed that stupid lock. I should have made you leave your key. If I had known for just 1 second, you'd be back to bother me. Come on now, go. Walk out the door. Just turn around, cause you're no welcome anymore. Once you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye. Did you think I'd crumble? Do you think I lay down and die? No, not. I will survive. Oh, as long as I know I have to love, I know I'll stay alive. I've got all my life to live, and I've got all my love to give, and I'll survive. I will survive. Hey, hey. Now I can't hear the music. Oh no. It took all the strength I had not to fall apart. Just tried hard to mend the pieces of my broken heart. I don't know if the stream can hear it anymore. Oh, there we go. There we go. Just tried hard to mend the piece of my broken heart. And I spent so many nights just feeling sorry for myself. I used to cry. I had to get away from the it seems to bother you. I'm not changed up little person. Still in love with you. Oh, I so felt like dropping in and just expecting to be free. Well, now I'm saying I'm loving, but someone's loving me. Oh, go. Just turn around now, cause you're not welcome here anymore. Weren't you the one tried to break me with goodbye? Oh, no, not. Oh, it's mine. Oh, as long as I know how to love. Got all my life to live, and I got all my love to give. Oh, I survive. Oh, I survive. Now go. Go walk out the door. Just turn around now, cause you're not welcome here anymore. Throw it away. Hot dance. Throwing it away. Pick it up. Throw it away. Pick it up. Throw it. Oh, did you think I'd crumble? Do you think I made time? No, we'll survive. No. Stay alive. Gotta let me live. Oh, I'll survive. I will survive. Humiliation complete. All right. And we are
running on the treadmill 7 days a week.
Yes,
doesn't work for you.
that was amazing. I love this. Now, I have to say that we couldn't hear the song in the Discord, but I'm sure if nobody could hear the song, somebody will add it later.
Oh, how wonderful.
That's possibly a bad 90s MIDI version.
Well, yeah, I was watching stream.
Getting about halfway through that shit show.
Yeah.
I thought my singing was wonderful.
It was great. It was glorious. It was wonderful.
Yes, it was. I feel very, very strong, very good. I feel free. Be me.
Feel the
I'm
power.
JC
He will survive.
I'm gonna add a clip to this later.
All right. Well, guys, it looks like that's about the end of the stream because they had just finished that fight with Craggut. And we'll leave it right there, and they can start off RPing next week because it's 9 o'clock right here anyway. So you got your songs and everything else. So hopefully y'all enjoyed my Gloria Gaynor.
What's up? Mace has a question.
Oh, sorry, Mace. Go ahead. What's up?
You said you owed us 2 songs. I'm clipping the first song you did, but I'm pretty sure you said you owed us 2 songs.
Well, I owed one song,
oh my God.
and I said no. I said if someone else subscribed tonight, if we got another subscription, I'd sing another song. I don't think we've had any subscriptions.
Subscribe right now, actually.
I don't think we've had any subscriptions.
I posted the clip of you singing. It only went up to 60 seconds, but we got a good one of you singing.
Oh, how wonderful!
That's pretty good, but we do need like a longer edited music
Well,
video.
what we're going to do is we're going to have JC actually go into each stream where Tony sings and dances, and we're going to put a compilation collection together each month.
Oh my God!
Of all of Tony's songs and dances.
Well, Mace was
but only
kinda,
for the Patreons, though.
What we'll do is we'll make that the technical difficulties placeholder if we have rev issues.
Oh no, that's perfect. Yes.
But I also wouldn't mind making it a record for Patreon supporters.
I like that idea.
They get their own record.
We want to get people to subscribe.
Oh, that's right.
So what we tell them is, if they don't subscribe, we will be sending that to them. If they do subscribe, they don't get the album.
Well, Mace just made sure that everybody will now see me dancing.
I agree.
So it's now in posterity, forever on the internet. She has made a copy.
Tony.
Yes.
And the internet never forgets.
What I need JC to do is I need him to get me a clip of each of your singing and dancing segments, and I need you to send me the TikTok information so I can start uploading videos for you.
Oh yeah, I need to do some. I need to do the ticket and the talking and the Facebookings and the MySpaces. Yeah, nobody does MySpace anymore. I think. Even I know that.
I think bands held on to MySpace for a long time.
There's actually a lot of people that are migrating back onto MySpace and reusing it again.
Well, it's like nostalgia and shit now, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, then what about LiveJournal? Are we going back to LiveJournal too?
No. What about Dead Journal? The emo, edgy cousin of LiveJournal.
That was never popular. That was
Abe?
just popular in your circle, man.
Well, I'm going to have a sign off in a second. I want to just say real quick, thank you for everybody that tuned in tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys. Thank you for all the followers you have.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for the subscribers. You guys are helping us out immensely. Everything that you put towards this stream, we're just continuing to get more Dwarven Forge pieces. My ultimate goal is to get more tables to just build a huge amount. It's inconceivable. My dream is huge. But thank you. We really appreciate it. Please
I
take
think
a look.
we might survive.
Yeah, maybe. There's a lot more coming. The good team survived that one too, so it's good. You take a look at Monkey Paw Clothing Line. Mace is actually the owner of that, and also at Stat Trackers. That's James Keeler. He is also a player in the good team. So there's just a lot of good stuff there. And just come back and watch us again. And if you like watching D&D with some,
do we have a stream tomorrow?
Sunday. Sunday is the stream for Strahd. Yeah.
Sunday I will be running Curse of Strahd using Foundry Virtual Tabletop, and you'll get to see Tony play a crazier, nuttier old man.
Yep, I play
who doesn't seem to understand that his monologue can stay inside of his head.
Yep, and I'm 70 years old, and I actually rolled my character with the Venerable option to make him purposely weak. But he gets bonuses to wisdom and intelligence. But unfortunately, I rolled really good. I wanted to have a weak character, but he still turned out to have a strength of 15, which is crazy when I was taking a -3 from my rolls from the very beginning. So I basically rolled an 18 for strength. But yeah, you'll get to see that and just all the cool stuff that we do. We play Dungeons & Dragons, we use Dwarven Forge, a lot of cool players, and we just have a lot of fun. And our next stream, you're going to see our new evil player. It's going to be Victoria. She's going to be dressed up with makeup and her fangs in and her contacts and all that cool stuff.
It's going to be good, man.
You can actually see a picture of her. That I think she's going to be called
in the
Rainbow
Discord, right?
On the Discord. So if you join our Discord, if you look at our socials, you can go ahead and check that out. And
if you join the Discord, all of us individually have stuff going on online too. So
So if you guys hold on 1 second, I'm gonna post the server link for Discord right now. Give me a moment.
Well, there you go. So we're gonna post that Discord.
I know Selenar does his Strahd. Is that here on Nerdbauchery?
Yeah,
it's on Nerdbauchery every Sunday. Yes.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
And the first 3 episodes are currently up and available on Twitch, I believe.
Man, I want to watch those
YouTube,
actually.
And they're also on YouTube. We uploaded the first
And they're also
episode.
on YouTube.
Yep, we uploaded the first episode on YouTube.
But yeah, if you guys want to check out a free preview of Victoria, you can find her on TikTok searching Devious Cupcake, I believe is the name.
Yep, I think that's it.
If you look her up, you'll see a lot of her OC character works and stuff that she does. She's pretty good. I mean, she has somewhere, she's popular enough that she has somewhere around 50 or 60,000 followers.
Oh yeah.
Defiant Cupcake. Sorry.
So there you go. We have a new player coming.
Did you say Defiant Cupcake?
He's gonna be really cool.
So you're gonna pull up her name right now. I'll post
Yeah,
a
just
link
put it in
here.
chat so that it's
Yeah.
Yeah, they
spelled
can all
out.
see it. But we're gonna
Yes.
go ahead and sign off. I'm gonna say goodbye. If everybody else wants to say goodbye. One
Yeah,
last
I'm
thing.
good.
We offer-
I'll see you guys later, man. Come back and watch us again.
Yeah. We also offer private virtual games. Just want to mention that one more time. If you're interested in
Yeah,
having
I
us
do
do
private
private
games.
virtual games, let us know.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you.
Take care.
See you, man.
Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.